that I hadn't considered because I hadn't been that far in my own career. This stuff really makes sense.
This information is so valuable no matter what market you're in. You can grow your business to that 10x. That's where we're all trying to get, and this is the best place to be.
I have a couple of big takeaways from a boot camp. The first one is the people that you will meet. And the other one is the people that he brings on board, like Brandon Dawson or the president of sales, Jared Glant. They bring something different to the table and they play on different.
We're spending money on YouTube ads and Facebook ads, and I feel we're just going way too conservatively. We make 63% of our money back on day one. What would your advice be to start scaling this up and just getting more aggressive? What's the ad spend strategy?
Yeah, it's a great question, by the way, okay? So what I would do is I would start looking at spending some time on who's playing in your park that causes you to be conservative. Who do you work with, live with, hang with, that's causing you to put a brake when you accelerate? This is a huge issue, okay? This is a mental issue, totally mental, totally about who's playing in your park, in your business park. Who's telling you? Oh, by the way, it could be somebody you sleep with, it could be the information your kids are bringing from school, it could be your mom and dad, it could be all those, it could be the paper you're reading, the Instagram you're watching, the Facebook you're looking at, it could be all that. You know, you get advice from me and you go, who's right? So pick somebody and go deep with that person. If you're going to pick a mentor, one of the biggest questions I get is, how do I pick a mentor? You got to get rid of mentors. You guys already have too many. Y'all listen to everybody. An open mind is not always a good thing. When a parachute opens like this, we're good. A wide open mind means this: I take information from anybody and everybody. What you want to do is like this. Like you want to run the race with blinders on. Get your data. If I have a wrong piece of data that I'm stable on, I'm probably going to be more effective than a right piece of data that I'm unsure about.
You guys know John as John, but this guy is a master negotiator and a business deal maker. Nobody knows that about you, really.
Yeah, probably not.
So talk about, well, you guys don't know it because you don't see it on TV. This guy is a master, and he told me behind the scenes, Grant, I handle all those deals myself. Tell him about how you made those deals happen.
Well, this, of course, you have to look at the perspective of I've already arrived at where the world knows who I am. So therefore, if I make a phone call to make a meeting with a COB or a CEO, I will most likely get that opportunity to pitch.
People take your phone call.
They take my phone call. Yeah.
They. How many of you would take the call from John Travolta?
Oh, there you go. Since we're in the business world, I'll tell you that I was promoting a movie called Swordfish. And it was with...
Great movie, dude.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Thank you. With Hugh Jackman. Yeah. And I took my giant Boeing 707 to Australia. Wouldn't it be interesting to have someone support my 707? So I reached out to the chairman of the board of Qantas. And I said, I'd love to have a drink with you and talk to you about an idea. But the idea wasn't really to make money from Qantas. I loved everything about the airlines. I said, but my big giant airliner that used to belong to you just has this ordinary corporate paint scheme on it, and I don't really care for it very much. I would love for it to have a Qantas livery on it, a logo on it. It would make me happy personally. Do you think that if I gave you $50,000 or $100,000, you would allow me to put your logo on my plane? I was giving him money. And he said, I think you have this backwards, John. Shouldn't you?
You sound like Vinny there for a second.
He said, yes. He said, shouldn't we be paying you to put our logo on your? I said, well, if you want. I said, but I'm. So.
What did they pay you?
So they, he said. What do
they want to know.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
What could I do for you? He said, give me 1 month. This is the chairman said, I'm going to come back with an idea for you and our airline. So what I did was I planted the seed. That's all I did, was I planted the idea of the seed. 1 month later, he came back and he said, Well, we've been thinking about it. We would love to have you with our airline. I've been with them 17 years now. He said, but we don't know what to give you, so our opening offer is we'd like to give you a 747.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said,
That's ridiculous. Hey, guys, a little more, huh? Come on. That's stupid.
and I said, that's a beautiful offer, but I don't know about that one. I said, what I'd rather have is you just support this plane that I'm already flying, because it's like $3 to $5 million a year, and I've been doing it for 5 years, and I could continue to do it, but it would be easier if you did it. So he said, okay. So I said, what do you want me to do for you? He said, well, what if you went around the world, because it was right after September 11th. He said, what if you promoted the airline industry and made people feel that it was safe to fly again? I said, well, I love that purpose. That's like a really big global purpose. I'd really like to do that. So we painted the plane in the Qantas scheme, and I went to 13 cities and 10 countries and promoted it all over the world, and it turned out to be about $100 million worth of publicity for them. And it was well worth the exchange.
I love it. How you doing, man?
Come on, man.
You look good, dude.
Who does your fashion?
Who does my fashion? Well, this is a comfort look, but I got a stylist. I can't take all the credibility for it. I got a person that goes out and looks out for me, but I'm a stylish guy. I can throw some stuff on. This is me today. This is all me. This is my outfit. I like that. I like that shirt. That's like a little mock turtleneck. I like
that look?
Yeah. I like it. I see what you're doing. You didn't go full neck. You said I'm gonna go a little bit of neck. Still give you some.
I had a thick neck.
Yeah,
I had a thick
you
neck
didn't
when I
want
was
to cover
growing
up. You still want to show a little neck. So you said I'm gonna give you half. I'm gonna give you a half cover up with my mock neck.
You might not know this. I mentioned it backstage, but you are the inspiration behind me saying, "Hey, I want to run my own deal."
Okay.
Because when you did your tour.
Okay.
What inspired you to like, hey, I don't want to just be the comedian. As funny as this guy is, right?
Thank you.
He's funny.
Thank you.
But what triggered in you, Kevin, that said, "Hey, I want to run my own show, my own tour"?
You know, when I think the beauty of what comedians do is understanding that you can be in charge of your own enterprise if you want to. You know, it's a job that you get out of what you put into it. So as many shows as you want to do, you can. We did 172 dates on my last tour. We probably did about 1.2 million in seats in total, like actual seats. 1.2 million to 1.5 million. Yeah, because you got to think we were in a position where we were doing arenas, so 16,000 seat arena. Let's say you do multiple shows, you're at 32,000. You do 2 shows in that city.
Two shows, how fat? Back to back?
I would do same day. So let's say 7 and 10. That's 32,000 people for that day.
Same jokes?
Same jokes, same show with different personality, different energy, but you got to set. So, see, that's a joke right there. That's one of the jokes. So excited. Thank you. Which they are. They are excited. Thank you for that. Scared the shit out of me, by the way. But, you know, you got, let's say through the course of a weekend, 30, 60, 90, you had 90,000 people for a weekend. So over the course of so many, you look and you add it, you go, wow, you do 1.2 million, 1.5 million. I probably did 100+ million last tour. 100+ million.
You can't make 100 million. You can't do 100 million just telling jokes. You got to own the show.
Well, I'm at a point where the business, and I don't need a promoter to basically ensure the event. So I take 95% of the door, and in taking 95% of the door, I'm also my own marketer. I'm my own team. My friends that you look at as just regular guys are now businessmen that help me run the enterprise that I now have. So that ridiculous number that you're looking at is one that we're proud of, because it's a testament to the hard work and dedication that they put into me and that I put into the craft as well.
The average person sitting here, like, how much studying would they have to do to become a professional at the Wall Street game?
It depends how active you guys would want to be. If you want to invest your money over the long term, you can do short-term trading. Some of the biggest option players on earth, one of them got interviewed by Becky Quick yesterday from our network, and that is Warren Buffett. He is one of the biggest option traders on earth, folks.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He sells puts. He sells that insurance. Why? Because he owns Geico. He knows that not everybody's going to die at the same time. Not everybody is going to get in a car accident at the same time. So he gets to collect that premium.
So is that like a dividend?
Yep. Just like a dividend. So
he's a cash flow, like.
Oh, he's a cash flow king like you.
He's a cash flow hoe.
The cash flow hoe.
The old man, Grandpa Flow Hoe.
Oh, I mean, and you look at who else are huge.
He does not invest in a company that does not have cash flow. Is that right?
That's
Do you know
fact.
of any company?
No. Yeah. You're exactly right. That's what Warren Buffett wants. He wants the management team, and he wants that cash flow. And when you look, Bill Gates is a huge options trader, and his family trust. Same thing with Michael Dell, one of the biggest option traders. Michael Dell used to sell puts on Dell Computer all the time.
So a put is what?
A put is insurance. If you think your stock is going up and somebody wants to buy insurance, it's like, well, I don't think this stock's going to die. Here you go. I'll sell you those puts and so forth. But to your question, if somebody wants to learn, how long would it take? 2 to 3 months. I mean, we have a lot of online learning and stuff like that.
But I mean,
Grant.
you need to be studying every day. Like you were doing 2 hours a day. And the rest of the day you were still doing that thing.
Yep. The rest of the day I was a runner, which meant go run and get me this, John. Go run and get me that, John. You know, that's what runners do. I wasn't paid. I worked for 6 months for free, Grant, to get my foot in the door. And then we eventually moved up to where we employed hundreds of people.
Wow. So look, when I heard you talk about your dad being here, my dad died when I was 10. So the fact that you can have your dad here today is like, I'm not envious, but I'm like, God, I wish I had that. So well done that you have him here. What's it like at 50 years old to have a dad to consult? I mean, do you talk to him? Do you ask him questions?
I mean, listen, I had no control over who my parents were. I won the parent lottery, and I still, ask my mom for advice all the time. As a father, I try to model what they taught me as a husband. So I'm super lucky. And man, they're here today because of you. I appreciate it.
Where are they?
I have no idea. Somewhere.
Hey, let's bring Dad out, huh? Is Dad back there? You guys out there, if you got a dad or a mom, you know, you ought to pay attention to them. I don't care what their shortcomings are, their defects. Do pay attention to them. Yeah. I wanted to do that for you because I can't do it for myself. So, you talk about life resonates a lot. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, welcome everybody. We're a little early today. Appreciate you being here today for our 10X revenue system. This is going to be a phenomenal day today. Can't wait to go over the 7 things that I've done in my business and help thousands, tens of thousands of other people do the same thing. So you guys are in for a treat. This is completely free. There's nothing for you to buy. If you wanted to do something where you actually got our systems, you could, but you're not required to, don't have to. I'm here to be of service to you, to help you, to guide you, to share with you some of the things I've done that have worked and some of the things that haven't worked, okay? And by the way, I don't even know which one's more important, whether it's the things that don't work or the things that do work. Because if you simply if you took action and didn't make mistakes, if you just simply took action and didn't make the mistakes, you'd end up doing what I did, which is figuring it out, okay? And in that figuring out, we stumbled across a system that I'm going to be sharing with you that we've identified that not only do I do in business that helped me grow and scale my company from no money, no credit. By the way, you guys see me on a plane today, or you see me traveling the world with my family, or you see me in a big house, blah, blah. That's the results of a system, okay? And that's the results of me getting lucky because of 40 years of work, and then one day documenting, oh, dude, these are the things that worked over and over and over again. Here's the list. I'm going to share those with you today. And here's the things that didn't work. Man, if you just avoid the things that don't work and do the things that do, guys, I guarantee you, I promise you, you can have and do anything you want to do. If you want to fly private, you can. If you don't, no problem. You want to buy an island somewhere, you could. There's no reasons, no excuses. It's never been a better or easier time for you to create wealth in your life, freedom, but most importantly, to make a difference. And while you guys see me talking about money all the time, I'm doing that because we work in companies, and the companies are not trying to change humanity, they're trying to make money. So when you hear me talk about money, you got to understand I am a business person working in companies that want to make money. But that is not why you do this. Okay, that's why business does this. Humans do this because they want to be better for humanity. They want to be happier. They want to be freer. They want to have more choices. They want to take care of mom and dad. Same things I want to do in my life. I want to take care of my family. You know, I want to take care of my mom, my dad, my uncle, my aunt. I want to be the hero. Okay, how many of you like to be the hero in your family? The go-to guy or gal, the example in your family. This is why you really do things. This is why I've always done things. I wanted to be the example in my family, the standout kid. There were 7 members of my family, and I wanted to be the stand-up. I wanted to replace my dad as the hero. And so my brothers and sisters could be like, dude, Grant is making it happen. My cousins, my nephews, my nieces. And all of you guys that are part of my tribe now, maybe you become part of the 10X thing, or maybe you saw an ad on TV, or you saw something on Facebook or Instagram, or maybe you bought one of my books, and you're like, dude, is this guy for real? Okay, maybe you saw Undercover Billionaire, and you're like, that dude went on TV and built a $5 million business in 90 days during COVID. I did that. I didn't do that because that was fun for me. I did that because I wanted to be an example to other people at a time when our country and the world needed leadership. I was dropped off in a town. I'll be talking about that today and what we learned from it. Man, what we learned from that 90 days that I was in Pueblo, Colorado. Couldn't use my name. I couldn't use my fame. I couldn't use the fact that I couldn't use any of my money. I couldn't use any of my social contacts. I got dropped off in Pueblo, Colorado, and without using my name, my money, my banks, my credit, my social media, I turned $100 into a $5.5 million business. Crazy thing is, I never even spent the 100. I still have the $100 today. So, for those of you out there that think you need money, well, let's just do this real quick. We're a little early right now, 5 minutes early. I want you guys to come up with 3 reasons. I want you to force 3 reasons that you can't be successful. And when I say successful, I'm talking about let's build something big today, okay? Let's build a $10 million business let's build a $1 million business in 90 days. How would that be, okay? Let's build a $1 million business in 90 days. I want you guys to give me 3 reasons you can't do that. 3 reasons. Everybody's going to post this in the chat. Here's 3 reasons you cannot build a $1 million business in 90 days. Let's see what you got. Lack of dedication, commitment, or skills. No, these are 3 reasons for you, personally, not somebody else. 3 reasons you can't. You don't have the knowledge. Okay, good. That's from Mark Walker. Lazy. 3 reasons. I need 3. Lazy. Okay, Maria says could be lazy. Yeah, but Maria, I mean, the truth is, watch. I'm going to handle every one of these excuses. Okay, you guys in the chat, either they're going to chat here, or open it up to the big box. Okay. Everybody, let everybody in there in that, because that's what I want to see. I want to see the traffic. Okay. I want to see the traffic you see. See, Jared sees all this. Does he see all the open traffic?
Yeah, I'm seeing all.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to see. Okay, I don't finding quality people. Good, that's a reason. Okay, these are reasons. 3 reasons you can't build a $1 million business. My current schedule. You have a schedule. Yeah, maybe you got a single mom and you're handling 2 kids. That's real. You're scared of debt. You will absolutely have to use debt. Not to build the first $1 million, but to build the next $9 million you would. Belief in myself, good. I'm going to show you how to handle that today. Belief in focus, fear, and debt. Okay, good. I'm going to show you how to handle all of those today. Lack of due diligence. Bro, I'll show you how to know exactly where to go to guarantee you're going to build a business that works. I don't have the money. That was my situation. I didn't have any money, by the way. I had $100. I had to find a place to live, no food, no water, no housing, no electricity. I didn't have a computer. Okay, I had no credit. I had $100, and I had to build a $1 million business. The mindset. Okay, you definitely need the right mindset. We're going to change mindset today to a system, though. What you really need is a system. I'm going to show you the system. The 10x revenue system is what we use here at our company. I've done this in real estate. We have a $5 billion real estate portfolio. I used it in that. I used it in our education business. Our education business does about $135 million a year in revenue. We did it at 10x Health System. They do about $180 a year. We use these 7 steps I'm going to be sharing with you today and tools embedded in the system. In fact, any of you that want to get that, it's grantcardone.com/now. If you want to get the system that we use throughout all our companies, I think it's $997, grantcardone.com/now. It's like a $7,000 offer. We put it up there for any of you that want to take advantage. We literally do it for you. It comes with a live event that we do, and it comes with we kick it off, I think tomorrow, Monday? Yeah, Sunday or Monday. Yeah, Monday we kick it off with our sales management call to show you what metrics to manage, how to get people, good people, how to keep them, comp plans, your pricing strategies, like everything. But for those of you who just came, you just want some data today, look, I'm not here again. You don't have to buy anything. I'm here to help you. For anybody who wants it done for you, like, you don't want to learn about the popcorn. You want the popcorn. Then we put up an opportunity for you to take advantage of that. A completely ridiculous deal. GrantCardone.com/now. Okay. Lack of resources is a reason people can't do something. But by the way, it's not money. Resources is not the money. Leads are the problem. How many of you'd like to have more quality leads? How many of you like to have people jumping out like, I want this right now, okay? And they only have 5 seconds to get it, and they're like, okay, I'll go grab that right now. I'm going to show you how to create urgency on the clothesline. Strongly encourage everybody to get a legal pad real quick. I'm going to start here in 1 minute. A legal pad, take notes. I guarantee you, I'll give you $1 billion worth of advice today for free. What you do with it is on you. But I can't imagine being 25 years old. If I'm 25 years old, I'm Grant Cardone, 25 years old. I just came out of a treatment center for drug addiction. I'm broke. Okay, I wanted to tell you guys that's where I came from. Raised by a single mom, 5 kids, Lake Charles, Louisiana, a refinery town. You either had to be part of the union or you weren't. If you weren't part of the union, you didn't get the big jobs. The big job, by the way, was $12 an hour. That was a big job. Thank God I wasn't connected to the unions. I'd be running one. I'd be running a refinery in Lake Charles, Louisiana today. Still be over there. But I wasn't connected. Okay, raised by a single mom, had no money, had a drug problem for 10 years of my life. A lot of people think that my whole life has been like a silver spoon. I had a drug problem. I was a drug addict, addicted to drugs on a daily basis. Degraded, degenerate drug addict. Okay, not proud of it. And for 10 years, I tried to kick drugs. Hey, guys, can you guys tighten up? Is there a way to tighten up? Is this the way they see it? Or is it just me?
Yeah, that's how they see it right now, but we can tighten it up.
How do they see it?
We can tighten it up.
By the way, we got the chat. The chat's live, so yeah, little tighter, I think. Yeah. The chat, but it looks pretty good. This thing looks good, man. Good job, team. You guys got this thing rocking, looking great. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, where did I start? Okay, I started with nothing, man. In fact, how about this? How about rock bottom? For you guys, any of you ever hit rock bottom in your life? You're like, dude, you think it got bad, and then guess what? It got worse. And that got worse, and that got worse. I did that for 10 years. Okay, that's good. 10 years. I did that for 10 years. I found a new bottom. 16, boom, I found a lower bottom at 17. At 18, found a lower bottom. At 19, a lower bottom. At 20 years old, boom, a lower bottom. At 23 years old, 2 of my friends got killed, put down. That's the kind of people I was hanging with, okay? The fact that I'm not in jail and prison for 30 years is like a miracle. The fact that I'm even alive is even a bigger miracle. Overdosed 3 times. Somebody would walk in. My mom walked in one night. I was in a full overdose. I would have died that night. She walked in and woke me up from an overdose. So for all of you out there that say you can't do it, you see right here? They can't get any tighter than this. There's 70 stitches in my head and face from the butt of a .45 caliber pistol that started with the barrel. The barrel got jammed in between my eyes, and they came in to disfigure me. The goal was, Danny said to his guys, "Hey man, disfigure him. Make sure he never does what he just did ever again." So anyway, definitely not promoting drugs here, okay? Don't use them. Nobody ever beats the drugs. Everybody ends up broke and broken. I was definitely broke and broken. Okay, and there's a big difference, by the way, between broke and broken. You can be financially broke and never be broken. Okay, I was spiritually broken. I was morally broken. I was ethically broken. Okay, my reputation had been broken. So I wasn't starting at zero. For you guys that are starting at zero, okay, I was way below zero. 25 years old, had to rebuild my career. I had no confidence, no motivation, no speaking skills, no audience, no plane, no family, no girlfriend, no friends. All my friends were either drug addicts or dead. I had no belief in myself. I'm telling you, it was terrible. Okay, I had to rebuild my whole life. So what I'm going to share with you today is 40 years of rebuilding and what we built. This is called the 10X revenue system. I'm going to show you how to 10X your revenue. And I'm going to share with you the exact blueprint and systems I use to build exactly what I built today. We got a $5 billion real estate portfolio. Blows my mind. I remember when I could not make a $275 rent payment. In fact, I don't know if you guys can show this. Can you show the little duplex that I grew up in? Can y'all find it?
Sir.
I don't know if y'all can find it or I can find it or. I rented for my.
Yeah, we're getting it, sir.
Let's see. I think I found it before you did, man. Look at that. No, not that, dude. Show my screen. See? It's just better. Are we connected?
Yeah, it's connected.
Yes,
there
sir.
we go.
See, that's my little duplex. $275 a month. There was one side that paid $275, the other side paid $275, and my side, I was late at least every other month. Say again?
They see it.
We're good,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, I'm 25 years old. I live in this place. Drugs every day. Every day, dude. The refrigerator, remove the refrigerator, it's junk. Roaches, garbage, sticky floors. Bed hadn't been made in 2 months. Like, terrible. Light bulbs out, can't replace them. You open my refrigerator, there's nothing in my refrigerator. The only place I had food was in the freezer. I've never told this story, by the way. The only place there was food was in the freezer. I lived on, what was the black comedian, Bill Cosby? Those pudding pops. I lived on pudding pops. And I weighed 100, I weigh probably 173 today. I weighed 133 pounds, 40 pounds less than I weigh today. I was gray. I was dying, man. I was dying. Every day I was dying. And then at 25, man, I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn this around. I finally, after 10 years of trying to quit, at 25 I quit, went to a treatment center, got off the drugs, came back and rebuilt my life, okay? Now, through the last 40 years, I discovered a number of things. I put everything back together. I mean, it's a crazy life I have today. Today, I fly in my own plane. My name, I just flew to pick up my sister in Lake Charles, Louisiana. She's going to MD Anderson for a check because she's got a spot on her lung. And I said, I'll come pick you up. She's 5 years older than me. I said, I'll come pick you up in the plane. Picked her up. She's like, how am I going to know what plane it is? How am I going to know which plane I'm landing in Lake Charles, Louisiana. How am I going to know which plane yours is? I'm like, sis, I guarantee you will know the plane, okay? Like, this is not going to be hard to figure out. I don't know if you guys have a picture of it, but that would be the thing to show right now. So anyway, you probably don't. I don't think we've taken new photos of the plane, the new one, okay? Anyway, it's got my name on the tail of the plane. I said, I think you'll be able to find my plane. There's no problem. It's Lake Charles. There's no planes there anyway. Like, I'm the only plane on the tarmac, okay? So imagine, guys, for everybody listening right now, imagine going from where I was to 2 beautiful kids, a beautiful wife, okay? The life I have today, I've written 8 or 9 books. And I am somewhat bragging right now. This is the arc of my life, okay? I help millions of people. 20 million people online, follow me online. I have all these people that have come through our training programs, our real estate education. I have 20,000 people that invest money with me. 20,000 people said, here's my money, manage it for me. Like, my dream it's a dream. My life is a dream. It literally is a dream, okay? But I'm going to show you today that anybody can have this dream. Anybody, if you have the system, okay? All right? So this is the exact blueprint and the systems that we discovered that, by the way, that I used when I got dropped off in Pueblo, Colorado to build a $5.5 million business. And I did this business in 90 days, okay? In 90 days, this is what happened. And so this is where you're going to start taking notes, okay? Damn it. We've got more of these guys? I got one of them over here, okay?
We'll get more.
Okay, I got 90 days. And I need the little thing, guys, that gets us fatter, okay? So I don't know where the little guideline went. I got 90 days. Oh, thanks. I got 90 days to build $1 million business. Okay? How do I do that? Okay, you got 90 days. That means I need to make $30,000 every day for 90 days. No, that's not right. Okay. Can we fix this? Yeah. Okay. So I got $1 million. Here's the target. Okay. I'm going to be talking about targets a lot today. Okay. I got $1 million divided by 90 days equals, I need to make 11,000. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. $11,111 every day. Okay. Not even possible. I'm just telling you, like, this is so hard to do. So you got to do the math on the deal. Okay. Let's see any target that you have. Let's see if this, that's much better. $1 million, and I have this much time, okay? This is a target calculator. We use target calculators in our business, by the way. The number could be 1 million, 10 million. Obviously, the longer I have, it would appear that the easier it would be to do, okay? $1 million, everybody wants to be a millionaire, divided by 25 years equals, I need to make 40 grand a year. So if you make 40 grand a year, $40,000 a year, times 25 years, you're going to make $1 million. The problem is you won't have anything at the end of it. Okay, so that doesn't work because the 40 grand a year is not enough money, right? So divided by the time, the more time you have. Now, if you have too much time, that's a problem. Okay, the fact that I had 90 days and I had to make $1 million, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm just going to do one deal that makes me $1 million. In fact, I told Discovery Channel, I said, guys, not only will I build a $1 million business, I'm going to build a $10 million business, and I don't need the full 90 days. I'm going to build a $10 million business before COVID. COVID hadn't happened yet. And I told Discovery, I said, I will build a $10 million business in under 90 days. I guarantee you I will do this. And they're like, how are you so confident? I said, because I have a system, okay? This is how you get confidence. You do not get confidence if you're taking notes. Okay, you want to write this down. You do not get confidence because I believe in myself. Okay, I believe. Dude, I believe in myself, and I believe in God, and I believe in miracles. I believe in all that stuff. I believe in a higher power. I believe God. I believe in destiny. I believe God wants great things for me. But dude, like, you need a system. Okay, just because you believe the boat is going to float, if somebody that built the boat didn't use a system to ensure that the boat didn't take water, guess what? No matter how much you believe and how much confidence you have, that boat could sink, right? And now if you use the boat multiple times, second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time, you're going to have more belief in it to the point where you'll take it for granted. You need a system that you can take for granted. You know what the word grant means? It means guaranteer. It means to guarantee something is going to happen, okay? I need a system that will guarantee that I get to $10 million. So when I was with Discovery Channel and I said, guys, I'm going to build a $10 million business. She said, you can't use your name. I'm going to build a $10 million business. I don't need a name. She's like, we're probably going to shave your head. I'm going to build a $10 million business, okay? We're probably going to put glasses on you and change your name. I'll build a $10 million business. We're going to add COVID. We're going to actually make the whole world sick so you can't even call on people. I'm going to build a $10 million business. I don't even need the 90 days. Grant, you can't use your social media. I will build a $10 million business. She's like, how are you so confident? Because I have a system. You guys need a system. Okay? All right? You need a system, a precise system. By the way, the system, the most important part of a system is steps, okay? Specific steps that you need to know these steps. Number one, the most important thing is, okay, steps. But the second most important part of any system is the sequence. Okay? When you're using a system, right? Like, let's say it's a system. What is a system? A sewer system, electrical system, okay, a mechanical system. But if I don't know where the button is, right? If I don't know where the button is to turn the system on, or I don't know how to use the system, or I'm scared of the system, a gun. I'm scared of a gun. That's why people don't want guns. They're like, oh, guns are dangerous, because you don't know how to use a gun. A gun is never dangerous. until you put it in the hands of somebody that doesn't know how to use one. Okay? So you got to have steps to the system, and most importantly, you got to know these verbatim, and then you got to have a sequence. Now, what I'm going to share with you today, guys, I'm going to apologize up front. We're going to spend 90 minutes here. 2:15, I'm done. Okay? In 90 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact steps and the sequence. If you want it done for you, okay, I'm going to show you how it can be integrated and done for you, okay? We'll support you while it's being done for you. The link is grantcardone.com/now. For those of you that just want the information and you want to learn this, I'm going to give you all this. I'm going to dump it on you. I'm going to give you a bunch of information in a very short period of time, okay? And then you guys got to figure out the steps. You got to get comfortable with it, and you got to get the sequence in place, okay? I would rather see you know the data and misuse it than not know the data. Okay, this is like a marketing policy. Better to market something wrong, bad, terrible, than to not market at all. I would rather be out of the vacuum and market a bad product than not market any product at all. I would rather have quantity over quality. You guys should all be writing notes right now. I'm giving you $1 billion worth of data. I'm going to spew it on you like this. Now you guys got to figure out the sequence, and you got to have complete confidence in those steps. You got to know them verbatim. Very, very difficult to do in 90 minutes. Okay, but I'm going to try to. So I'm apologizing to you in advance that I don't have all day with you. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, what I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to give you today. You want to write this down. Okay, this is what I'm going to give you today. And I guarantee you I will give you this, and it's going to be a mind boggle to you. You'll be like, no way, bro. First, I'm going to give you, number one, a simple way to build $1 million business as fast as possible. Okay, I will also say this to you. If you're in business, how many are in business today? You own a business today. Just put in the chat, you own a business. Me. Okay. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to give me your revenue. What's your gross revenue of your business? Throw it in the chat. Everybody on chat, what's your gross revenue? 250, 3.5 million, 2.5 million, 1.5 million, 200 grand, 5 million. Startup, 600,000, 890, 400, 400. Oh, good room. 3.2 million.
6 mil.
Okay, $6 million to start up. $100,000. 100,000, 10 million. Okay, good. So guys, well, I'm talking about adding $1 million. Okay, if you're 0, we're going to get $1 million. If you're at 10 million, I'm going to add $1 million. You guys that are doing 10 million, I'll show you how to get to 100 million. I've done all this. Okay, I've gone from 0 to $30,000 a year, 30,000 to 300, 300 to 3 million, 3 million to 30 million, 30 million to 100 million. 100 million, we should hit $1 billion in gross revenue this year at my little companies. So I'm not telling you something I heard somebody else do. I'm telling you what I am doing in real time right now to produce this kind of revenue. Okay, so number one, I'm going to show you how to build $1 million business if you're at 0 as fast as possible, by the way. And I would just say to you, if you've been in business more than 6 months and you're not at $1 million, you don't have a system, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't have the right sequence. By the way, you're working your ass off. You're trying hard. You're not a quitter. Jason's got a $40 million business. That's freaking awesome, bro. See, what I would do with Jason is, my goal with you would be to take you from $40 million to $400 million. 10x the revenue. So whatever you're doing now, okay, when you're thinking with me today, when I say like $1 million, if you're already doing that, dude, I want to 10x that number. Okay, if you're doing 100 grand right now, the first thing I want to think about is next stop is, what is that? 1 million. Okay, if you know how to make 100 grand, I just want to, if you know how to make 100 grand or 80 grand or 60 grand or whatever the number, the first next stop is a scaling stop, which is 10x. That's a target that we want on that. Okay, I got it. Okay, number 2, I'm going to show you how to generate unlimited leads for free. How many of you like to have unlimited, infinite amount of leads, more leads than you could possibly respond to? I'm going to show you how to do that today for free, okay, organically. Number 3, secret weapon to scale to 100 million. So we go million, 10 million. I'm sorry, million, we want to go to 10 million right here. And then we want to go 10 million to 100 million. I'm going to scale this, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen to you as you scale. 1 to 3 million is different than 3 to 8 million. 8 to 15 is different than 1 to 3, 8 to 15, and then 15 to 25 is completely different. 25 to 75, completely different. Everything changes. You got to keep changing. When I was doing $1 million a year, okay, $80,000, $83,333 a month. I remember when I was making $1 million. I was 31 years old. I was making $1 million a year. I'm making 20 grand a week. I'm like, dang, this is good, bro. 3 years before that, I was a drug addict. Okay, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. What a turnaround. Okay, how many of you like to go from 0 to 83 grand a month? You're like, dude, I'm in the game. Okay. We did $83,000 this morning before 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I mean, the internet just, boom, $83,000 came in. So we just want to keep scaling this. See, once you do one thing, what you want to do, you want to write this down, you want to contract time. It's not that I want to make more money, I want to contract the time that I use to make that money. So if you know you can make 60 grand a year, okay, let's say somebody's paying you $60,000 a year. You're a waitress. You got 2 kids at home. You got a boyfriend that's a dick, and you're making 60 grand a year. The goal is to contract the time that it takes you to make 60 grand. So you want to like, okay, how do I? If I can make 60,000, if the universe and me have organized an agreement for God, the universe, the higher power to send me 60 grand a year. How do I get the same universe to agree to give me 60 grand a month, 60 grand a week, 60 grand a day? You're like, oh, I can't do that, dude. I'm a masseuse. Okay, well, guess what? If you keep doing the masseuse thing and you don't become Zeal makes 60 grand a minute. Because they quit being a massage and started figuring out how to be technology. You follow me? So we're going to show you how to, if you're interested in making more money, okay? How many are interested in actually big financial freedom? How many are interested in financial freedom? And by the way, you're not interested in financial freedom because of the money, dude. You're interested in it because of the choices, the options, the example you set, how many people you could help, the charities you could be involved in. That's why everybody wants money. Yeah, do you want a yacht, a plane, and a bigger house, and your kids to have private schools or a nanny or whatever, all the good stuff, and nice shoes and clothes? Yeah, sure, but at some point, dude, enough money is enough money. Then it's choices and freedom and exploration and possibility and adventure, okay? So we're going to show you a secret weapon to scale to, all the way to, if you want to, 100 million, even 1 billion, okay? By the way, I think in the next 10 years, we're going to have more millionaires created on planet Earth in a year, over the next few years, okay? We're going to have more millionaires. We'll go from, I think there's 32 million millionaire families in America. That number could swell to 50 or 60 million, double. Billionaires, we could go from 3,000 billionaires to 10 or 12 or 15,000 billionaires on planet Earth. People walk around with massive bags, okay? Tremendous amounts of wealth. I believe that we're going to move into a golden age of prosperity and possibility and affluence. Tremendous, unbelievable amount of wealth is going to be created in the next 10 or 15 or 20 years. Any of you that are watching the internet, and you're like, I'm priced out of housing, and there's not enough money, and money's being demonetized, and this is the worst time. No, this is the best time in the history of this planet. The best time in the history of planet Earth to become wealthy. It has never been easier. You've never had more tools. You've never had more access. And it's going to get easier and easier. Now, the question is whether you're going to get yours or not. Okay, so you guys that are scared because of gold and silver are spiking, you're like, oh my God, there's going to be a depression. This is going to be the biggest renaissance opportunity in the history of the world, folks. I'm telling you. Everybody is wrong about what's going on in the world. The opportunities are tremendous. AI is going to be a game, lights out changer. And yes, there's going to be many people made spectators, but the amount of wealth that is going to be created and redistributed is going to be historical. But you need a system. Number 4, I'm going to show you a strategy to add at least 40% more revenue today. And I'll do that today. I'll show you how to add 40% more revenue. If you're making $8,000 a month, I'll show you how to add $3,000 today. Okay? I mean, all you have to do is get rid of the IRS. That's a simple no-brainer deal. Number 5, increase your sales conversations by 900%. See, I said 1, I'm going to get you more leads, but also I'm going to show you one trick that we use here at this office to increase the conversations with our clients, where people are like, tell me more. How many of you like to get this phone call? Tell me more. Okay, you just increase your closing by 3 times. When somebody says, tell me more, or can I get on your calendar for 1 o'clock, you increase the the quality of that lead and the closure rate by 3x, 300%. You increase the conversation potential by 900%. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to increase your margins 50% without making a new cold call. Number 7, I'm going to show you comp plans that motivate people. If you're struggling finding people that are motivated, or if you've ever heard, why does Rhonda's image never change?
Yeah.
And it's right in the middle of the screen too. It's the one I see the whole time. Okay, Rhonda, change your image, Rhonda.
Or put her camera on.
Okay, put your camera on or something. I mean, god dang, man. The red hat's killing me. Okay, all right, so check it out. I'm seeing all these people online. You guys don't see this, I see it. But, oh yeah, motivation, man. How do you stay motivated? You guys that hear people say, oh, money doesn't make me happy, money doesn't motivate me. Let me tell you something. The reason money doesn't motivate you is because you've never had a big enough score. Okay, if I told you today, we play this game. Oh, she changed it, huh? We play this game in my house, the lottery game. What if I won $1 billion? Okay, how many of you get pretty excited if you won $1 billion lottery right now after taxes? By the way, it's $1 billion net. Okay, everybody put in the chat. What would you do with $1 billion victory right now? What's the first thing you would do? Reinvest it, okay? Hold on, I want to read these names out. Paul said he would reinvest. I want to try this real quick. I want to be able to. Tamara said she would reinvest. Mark Walker said, I'd try to triple it. Good, dude. Good for you. Virginia said she'd buy more real estate. Talkwart Wilson said, I'd invest. Go down. Too fast. Maria said, I'd pay off my debt. Maria, you just won $1 billion. Okay? Maria's like, I'm going to pay my debt off. You owe maybe $2 million. You still have $998 million left. Now what are you going to do? That's crazy. You guys need to think bigger, man. If you won $1 billion, what would you do? I'd distribute the wealth. Tony, I want nothing to do with you, Tony. Okay? Or I want to be right next to you. If you're going to redistribute, bro, I want to be right there with you. But I'd like to see you redistribute all to one person, and that would be me. Michael says, I'm too simple. Okay, reach out to individuals with more experience in managing money. Okay, good. Somebody said they'd buy $10 billion worth of, what is that?
Real estate. 10 billion more in real estate.
Yeah, that's cool. So they would leverage the money, okay? So we play these games at our house. The point I'm making is this. Number 7, I'm going to show you comp plans that motivate your staff. If you're having trouble finding good people, I'm going to show you how to find average people and keep them fully motivated. Number 8, I'm going to show you breakout warnings, okay? Or what's called breakpoint warnings, okay? These are places where in your career, as you grow through your career, burnout is a break point, okay? You lose enthusiasm is a break point. You have a divorce, another break point. I'm going to show you how to move through these things so that you don't end up going backwards, okay? All right, how I started. I told you guys earlier, no money, no credit. I didn't have a name. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to help me. My dad died when I was 10. My older brother, who was also my mentor, died when I was 20. So I had 2 big losses early on. I had no systems. I was $40,000 of debt. I was a terrible marketer and a terrible salesman. I was not a good salesman. I was terrified of public speaking, by the way. I did not have any confidence, had no swag. Okay, I didn't know how to dress. And I was awkward. And I didn't have any self-esteem. So I know some of you are like, you're listening to me for 29 minutes right now. You're like, bro, that's impossible. You sound so confident. You got a little bit of swag now. You know how to hold an audience. You know how to public speak. Yeah, I know, but I learned systems that allowed me to start having confidence not in me, but in the system. Everything has a system, folks, okay? I did not know how to manage other people. I ran a company from my house for almost 20 years with 3 people. I did everything. I did the hiring, I did the firing, I did the managing, I did the sales, I did the distribution, I did the marketing, I did everything. I did it terribly, by the way, because most of it I couldn't do at all. I did it better than everybody else, but most of the time we never got to it because there was only 3 people. Okay, and number 8, the only thing I had going for me was this one thing. Okay, I will tell you one thing. If you're broken, dude, if you're completely broken, but you have this one thing, I didn't have anything going for me but one thing, committed, okay? How many of you here are just committed? You have nothing going for you except that. How many of you can relate to that? You're like, bro, I got nothing going for me. No name, no money. I don't have a system. I don't have the know-how. I don't have the strategy. I don't have the people. Nobody knows me, but I am a freak of nature. Guys, if you have this one thing plus one other thing, okay, who knows what the other thing is? $100 if you know what the other thing is. And $100 for the first person that can tell me the other thing. Nope. Not God. We all got God, but bruh. Even the atheist has God. He don't know it. Okay? No. Nobody got it. I'm sorry. I had to pay myself this. And you got this other thing. This won't quit mode. Okay, 2 things you got to have. I can't give you either one of these, by the way. Commitment, complete commitment, dedication, determination, and 2, you ain't going to quit no matter what. Okay? The drive is great, by the way. Drive is phenomenal. Okay? Dedication, phenomenal. Discipline, phenomenal. Okay? Great character, dominant. Work ethics, all that's great. Okay? This is how I started. I started with nothing but a commitment. So anytime you go on the internet and you see me doing some crazy thing, just remember that dude started with nothing, bro. No handouts, no daddy to help me, no money, no trust fund, no connections. I had to rebuild everything at 25 years old, okay? Now, today we got about $700 million of income last year. We should hit $1 billion this year. We have $5.3 billion of real estate under management. Almost $2 billion has been given to me by my fans, followers, and investors, partners, family members to manage. I got 1,000 employees across all our companies. We're in multiple locations. And let me tell you the thing I'm most proud of. This is not just about me. This is about also when we share our systems with other people. We do about 20 events a year. And in those events, people like Brian has come through our event, okay? He started with our sales system. He went from $3 to $4.5 million in, what period of time was that, using our sales system?
Like 2 years? I think it was 2 years.
He picked up 50% of his business. We got Justin Holloway. He took his business from 9 million to 15 million, but doesn't show me how long again, okay? That'd be nice to know.
This last year's.
Okay, in a year, he picked up $6 million, okay? So guys, this isn't about me. Men, women, male, female, black, brown, white, young, old. Nicole Frank, she took her dental practice and doubled it, okay, in a short period of time. John Kennemore. John's been to a bunch of our workshops. John went from $3.4 to $5.6 million using our systems, okay? This is not about me, but this is about you, and this is about what you can't negotiate on, okay? Take your legal pad. I'm going to give you 7 things that you have to do. These are non-negotiables, okay? These are non-negotiables, and you have to get crystal clear on these 7 things. Number 1 thing, targets. Okay, targets are a system, by the way. Targets and profit, target and profits, okay? We actually have a target and profit calculator that we use at our company for every division. So any department, the real estate company, the education company, the 10X health company, the 10X ventures business, my rental business, when we buy a project, 360 units, and we have, at that project we just did, we had 366 divided by, times 0.80, 15. We had 55 units that were vacant. Okay, so 55 units was my target. Oops. Over 90 days. I said I got to fill these up in 90 days. 55 divided by 90 is 6.1. I need 6.1. Is that right? Or 0.6? Actually, 0.6. Move it there. I need 0.6 rentals a day. Okay, and then I'm like, okay, figured that I only work half the time because my staff is weak. I need 1.2 leases a day. In 90 days, I'm 100% occupied, okay? We hit 36 because I had a target and profit calculator. This is the portion of the target, okay? Because I had the target profit calculator done for my rental business that has nothing to do with sales. It's leasing. Okay, I knew that if we didn't hit 1.2 leases a day, that we wouldn't hit our target. Okay, so you need a target and profit calculator. Everything starts, folks. Everything. I'm telling you, if 100% is what you're measuring, let's say 100% gets me a check mark. 80% of the game in business is a target. Okay, 80% of this game is about target. I have a target. If you're not clear on the target, you will not get to it. This is manifestation principles. I have to be clear on the target. I know exactly what I want, okay? The faster I can get to that target, the better off, okay? Organic marketing, okay? Number 2, I'm going to show you the second thing here. You're going to have it, particularly in the beginning, and especially when you get rich, you want organic marketing, not paid marketing. Not in the beginning, because you don't have any money in the beginning. A lot of companies, a lot of wealthy companies miss this, by the way. They make a lot of money, so they spend money. They miss the organic. The organic actually makes the paid better, which is number 3. Number 3 is paid ads and sales funnels. Okay? Now these 3 things, folks, you are not getting away with. I don't care if you're Procter & Gamble, Google, Facebook, ChatGPT, Tesla. Tesla has targets. Tesla has organic marketing, and 3 sales, paid ads, and sales funnels. Okay? Starbucks. Starbucks doesn't have paid ads. Starbucks leases the most expensive real estate in your town. Their location is their paid ads and their sales funnels. Okay? Their organic is, well, this is in one of their cups right here, okay? Here's that. This is organic, all right? This is people carrying the cup around. Okay, when Howard Schultz went to Japan, the people there, he had a company he was consulting with, a marketing company, and they said, we don't think, Mr. Schultz, that the Japanese people will like the Starbucks logo. Let me have it again. And he says, oh, you're fired, okay? When the first Japanese store went out, the Japanese were walking out and they would refigure, they would walk out and make sure that when you walked out, you could see the symbol. They were so proud to carry a Starbucks. That's organic, okay? See, this is organic. My name is on here. See, this is commitment. I wear my brand. Okay, I rock my brand. Okay, you get to this shirt, guess what? I'm freaking wearing it again. So you're not going to see me in somebody else's brand. I ain't wearing Gucci or Louis. Okay, now will somebody give me some? What do I got right now? No, I got some Adidas on right now. But I'd put 10X on that too, right? Okay, so paid ads and funnels. We're buying ads. You can't do that in the beginning. By the way, we spend $25 million a year on marketing. Any of you want to know which of our marketing works and what doesn't? We have spent in the last 10 years $250 million with Facebook and Instagram. We have probably done $1 billion of unpaid free ads on social. And we should be doing more, okay? Number 4, automated lead management strategies. ALM, okay? Automated lead management strategies. When the lead comes in, okay, last year, I had 2 billion people see something that I did. Is that right? Is that 2 billion? Yeah.
Yes.
2 billion, okay? I need to get 2 billion people onto something that turns into 7 million emails, which is about what I have in emails, okay? So I'm trying to convert these people down to text, emails, and then customers, and then second sales. This is a system, okay? By the way, this second sale down here is worth about 50% of my margin today. Somewhere between 1/3 and 50% of my margin is made from a second sale, not a new acquisition. I know I'm going fast, folks. I'm covering a lot of data. This applies to every business, by the way. Hair extensions, plumbers, HVAC, roofers, MLMs, multi-level marketing, real estate investing, banks, finance, chiropractic, dentist, you name it, dude. There's no business that these 7 things don't rely on, okay? Automated lead management strategy. Now, is this going to be the first thing you do? Absolutely not. That's why I said the sequence matters, okay? You're not going to do this in the beginning, but you're going to have it somewhere along the break points. Number 5, organized sales systems, okay? This is an organized sales system right here. This is a rebuttal book. Every one of my salespeople, I have 1,000 employees. Every leasing agent knows how to rebuttal, I can't do it today. I need to think about it. The price is too high. I need to talk to my wife. I got to go shop the competition. The payments are too high. The contract's too long. This is the first place we've been to. I'm just collecting information. That is sales scripts and for handling objections, rebuttals. This right here are scripts, inbound calls, outbound calls, handling people as a receptionist. Questions people are asking, how do I actually handle a script? We make about 8,000 phone calls every day here. 8,000 outbound cold calls to a warm audience, to a somewhat warm audience, okay? Every call, right call, wrong call, 1-day call, 2-day call, 3-day call, 4-day call, 5-day call, 7-day call, 14-day call, 10-day call, 14-day call, 21-day call, Like, how do you make a call when they bought? Do you call them back? Like, all those calls have to be scripted out. You're going to have to do this at some point. And then, how do you onboard new people into your company so that you can grow and scale your company, okay? You'll have to have that at some point. Number 6, by the way, you guys can build all these yourself. You don't need me to build these, okay? You don't need me to build the script. How do you handle the phone call? Do you have a sales system? Hey, thank you for calling our company. What can I give you information on? That's the call. You can go on YouTube and find all my material and just copy my scripts, okay? Hey, thank you for calling. What can I give you information on? I'd like a price on a new roof. Excellent. I'd be happy to give you a price on a new roof. How many square feet is it, okay? How big's your house? 1,700 square feet. Where's it located? Excellent. How about I do this? How about I text you what I think a shingle roof would cost, a slate roof would cost, okay? Or a Tudor style roof would cost. I'll give you 3 different prices, 3 different quotes. I don't have much information on your house, but I can get you in the neighborhood. What number can I text to? Okay? If I just use that text pitch in that script, which is in this book, I'm going to increase my conversations by about 900% over you not knowing what the hell to say. Okay? Are there any roofers here? Any roofers in the room? Okay, Patrick, if you put your phone number down, I'm going to show you something very interesting. If you put your phone number to your company, not to you, Patrick. I need a burner phone, okay? All right? Or Aubrey, put your cleaner company. I'll call your company. Okay, there's Patrick. There's Patrick. Let me see your phone.
Here, you can have mine. Oh.
Okay, let's see. Let me just show you guys when you don't have a system. I don't, where's the phone? Oh, there it is.
263.
Okay. Yeah.
383. And it's roof, which is, what is roof?
Now he's got roof in.
Which would be 766. Okay, 3.
Okay, let's see how these guys do. Let's see if they have a script. You guys want to do this? Let's see how this guy does.
Salut, vous avez rejoint Pat Brennan.
Who's this?
The Capital Roofing City. Produit CRC&D by Pat Brennan. Si vous voulez laisser votre numéro de téléphone et votre message, je vous rappelle aussitôt que possible.
Après avoir laissé votre message, vous pouvez le modifier en appuyant sur le carré.
Yeah, I need a price on a roof. Okay.
Okay. January. Good afternoon, Grant.
Yeah, who's this?
It's Pat Brennan.
Okay, Pat, I'm trying to call your company, not you, okay? But you want to do it? You want to play the game? Let's play the game. Hey, Patrick, how much for a 1,700 square foot roof?
1,700 square foot. If we go around shingle, we could figure out about $500 a square, re and re.
Okay, and how soon could you do the job?
I would be able to do the job after meeting, after signing papers, agreement. We could start about 4 days.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Okay, now, see, Patrick, he's got a commitment, he's got willingness, but he doesn't have a system. Okay? He doesn't have a system. Okay, the fact that he put his number down shows a lot of confidence, and give Patrick a big hand for taking the call and being willing to do that. But what I was trying to show you is, like, cool, but guess what? If he didn't know that was me, he wouldn't know who I am. He just gave me a price. He has no control. He wouldn't have my phone number. He knows nothing about me. Okay? So you can't do that because that's not scalable. There should be a script. Okay? Thank you for calling. What can I get you information on? Okay? There's a script to every call. Incoming call, outbound calls, warm calls, hot calls, insurance calls, plumbing calls, physical, tangible, intangible, low-end products, high-end products, competitive and not. There's a system for every phone call. Okay? Number 6. Once you start growing, okay, Patrick took that phone call, but once he grows, he will not be able to take every phone call. If I bombed him with 1,000 phone calls right now, Patrick cannot take every phone call, and he will have to learn how to manage and put leadership in place. Monday, what time's our call at Monday?
5 p.m. Eastern.
Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do an onboarding call with my sales manager that runs 2.2 million phone calls a year. Is that right? Yep. Last year we did 2.2 million phone calls. We did 400 million emails, okay? To get 2.2 million phone calls. Todd Straw is going to be working with many of you that decide for us you want all the 7 steps of the system. Monday at 5 p.m. Put this on your calendar if you want to take advantage of it. I'm going to have him show you how we onboard salespeople, train people, educate people, how we attract people, what our comp plans are, scripts, etc. He's going to do like an hour and a half with you just answering Q&A. Okay, there's Todd right there. Okay, number 7 thing you need. These are the 7 things you got to have. Okay. Why am I looking at her? Okay, 7 things. Scale, breakpoint, roadmap. I'll be going over this with you today as much as I can, okay? Startup, 1 to 3 million, 3 to 8 million, 8 to 15 million, 15 to 25 million, 25 million to, what does that say right there? 45 million, and then 45 million. And then we can take this all the way to $1 billion. I'll be talking about that. You need those 7 things. Any of you that want to take advantage of this, by the way, when you go to grantcardone.com/now, grantcardone.com/now, this is how much is this whole program if they bought it, pieces of it?
Oh, like 20,000 plus.
Look it up.
Let me look it up.
Okay, that doesn't give a lot of confidence. Okay, we put this together over a period of 4 years in researching what's working with our clients. We do about $700 million a year in revenue out of this company. About 150 of that is education consulting companies. We have spent hundreds of millions of dollars researching what companies have to have, must have, in order to actually build a sequence system in place at which point so that they can 10x their revenue, okay? We put this together for you guys. It's $997. We're going to do a payment plan on it if you want, okay? It's a one-on-one strategy I'm going to offer to the first 100 people. I can't do this for everybody.
I'm going to give a one-on-one strategy for the first 100 people that take advantage of this, where you get to call our company today and share, hey, what's working, what's not working, where are you at, where you want to do, what are your blocks, what are your problems, how much of this do you understand or not understand? Let me know when you know.
Yep.
Okay. And also for the first 100, we're doing an event in Fort Lauderdale, April 10th, 11th, and 12th. If you want to come to it, you don't have to. I'm going to give you a $5,000 seat free. So I think this whole thing would cost somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000. They're looking it up right now. I have no clue. If you can even buy the whole thing by itself, I don't think you can. But we're going to also give you access to our business summit. You got a number for me?
Yeah, it's like $5,000 just for the marketing system, another $5,000 ticket for the business summit, so totaling just under $20,000.
Yeah.
Separated out all the...
Yeah, so we're going to do this whole thing, grantcardone.com/now, $997. The first 100 people, I'm going to give you a one-on-one strategy. And also, if you want to come down to Fort Lauderdale, I'll include a free seat. If you can't come, no problem. I gave it to you anyway. You didn't lose anything, okay? All right. You don't have to come, folks. You don't have to come. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. That opportunity is for those of you who are like, dude, I want the system done for me, and I don't want to try to learn all of it in 2 hours, okay? Now, let me give you some facts on business. New notepad. Take these notes. This is the facts about business. This is where this data comes from, and this is why we built these systems. Companies that don't have systems need to understand, when you don't have a system, watch what happens. 91% of all businesses in America will never make $1 million. 91% of all companies in America never make $1 million. Why? Oh, well, the product wasn't right. The pricing wasn't right. They weren't in the right location. They had no demand. None of those reasons. We ran out of cash. Not the reason. Okay? You didn't make it to $1 million because you never had a system to get the company to $1 million. Period. End of story. Okay? Rubber ducks are sold every day, folks. Rubber ducks. What's a dumb thing? Those beanie patches. Remember those that went around? Okay? Just write down in the chat. Put in the chat. What's the dumbest product that was successful?
Pet rock.
Pet rock. The what? Labubu's, whatever that is. I've never even heard of it. Okay? Dumbest shit in the world. Pornography sells hundreds of billions. There's $1 billion worth of tattoos put on people's bodies every year. I'm sorry, way more than that. There's $118 billion of lottery tickets bought in America every year. Okay? Why? They had a system. 91% of all small businesses in America never hit $1 million because of no system. Number two, 67% fail within 5 years. Okay, you get tired of not making $1 million. Number three, 86% of all companies in America make less than 100 grand. Dude, you got to make 100 grand to be in the middle class. I mean, let's keep it real. How many think you got to make at least 100 grand a day just to be considered to be in the middle class? If you live in New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Vegas, Austin, Boston, Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, Chicago, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Orlando, Denver, what have I missed? Kansas City.
LA.
I did LA. Oakland. I mean, I don't know where you wouldn't have to make 100. I guess if you go to Sioux Falls, Iowa, you make 100 grand, you're good. Or 80, you're good. But let's say you're 67 years old or you're 87 years old. Okay? Or you're my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law's, I don't know, 80 years old. She just fell and broke her wrist. Her ankle, sprained her ankle, broke her wrist. She's down today. She pays for senior living today. The senior living's 12 grand a month. Social Security's 3,000. You guys understand the problem here? That's a real deal. 75 million people in America are going to fall down and break their wrists. They're going to end up in a senior home somewhere. It's going to charge them $9,000, $12,000, $15,000. You guys need to make more money. You're underestimating how much money people need. Number four, 50% of $100,000 earners. These are people that make $100,000 a year. 50%, a full half, one half of all people that earn $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. Number 5, 5.5. There's 5.5 million. First of all, there's 32 million businesses in America. This is just the USA. There's like 300 million businesses on planet Earth. Every year, 5 to 6 million new businesses start in America and fail, okay? So these companies don't have systems. They have ideas. They have committed people. They have hardworking people. The laundromat, the vending machines, the gas station, the 7-Eleven, the hotel, the motel, the apartment building. All these are businesses, by the way. Okay? The masseuse, the cosmetologist, the plumber, the HVAC, the roofer, the dentist, the chiropractor. Like this, go on and on. The engineer, the engineering services, the design company, the construction company. Okay? Go on and on and on and on and on, okay? But most of them fail. This many businesses win. Why? No systems in place. They all have the same problems. Everybody agree? I can't find good people. Inflation, taxes, regulations, married, 2 kids at home, don't have enough time, I'm tired. Everybody's got the same excuses, the same problems, folks. Some people make it and some people don't. And I'm telling you what the difference is a system that you can depend on. A bad system, by the way, would be better than no system if you're taking notes. Number 6, 99% of all these businesses, now we work with thousands of businesses every year. 99% of all business owners get in the business for the wrong why. I got into business for the wrong why. I lost my job. I was forced into business for myself because I was fired. And I couldn't get another job. I did not get into business for myself, just so everybody knows, because I wanted to be the boss. By the way, wrong why. I want to be the boss. Wrong why. Okay? I want to work less. Wrong why. I want to make the same money and work for myself. Wrong why. I have a good idea. Wrong why. Okay? All these things are the wrong why. They're a reason to do it, but they won't sustain the company's growth, and that's why most companies fail somewhere between 1 year and 5 years. They tap out, okay? Number 7, average business today. Just so you guys understand, the average business in America, 32 million of them make $55,000 a year. That is 30% less than if they worked for someone else. And I'm going to tell you, man, if you're going to make $55,000 a year, it doesn't make sense to work for anybody. Not you, not them, nobody, because you can't pay your bills. There's not a city in America where $55,000 pays your bills anymore. How many agree with that? Blame it on whoever you want to blame it on. Blame it on inflation, money, banking system, Jamie Dimon, Trump. Blame it on Biden. Blame it on the Bushes. You can blame it on anybody you want to blame it on, dude. It ain't enough money, okay? All right, now, why do businesses fail? This is why they actually fail, okay? Number 1 reason people fail is there's no financial targets. You want to write these down. There's no financial targets. Every department needs a target. Every single department needs a target. The marketing department needs, organic needs it, the paid ads need it, the sales department, the marketing department, the legal department, the accounting department, all have targets. The kids should have targets, by the way. Your kids should have specific targets that they have to deliver on that are converted to finance. Okay, number 2, no tracking. You need to be able to track these targets. Okay? You got to track the targets so I know how many calls came in, how many calls went out. See, I know all my numbers. And when I don't know them and I ask my team and they don't know them, I crack on them. Because if you don't know the numbers, you don't know the numbers. Control equals income, and what you know you can manage, and what you don't know you can't. Okay? If you can't manage it, you can't move it. Number 3, you have no organic marketing. Organic marketing is the most important marketing in the world. It is 10 times more valuable than paid marketing any day of the week. The problem is the paid marketing you can control more. The unpaid you can't really control it. The paid, you're going to run out of money at some point. Okay? Now what happens in our company, I'm just telling you the mistakes we make. We spend $25 million a year in marketing, and we tend to depend. First of all, put down in the chat, what do you guys spend in marketing now? In paid marketing. Put it in the chat, I can see it.
For the year or month?
For the year, the whole year. Jason said they spend $250, $15,000 a month, $1,000 per year. Jesus. Okay. Look, if you guys are going to spend $1,000 a year, don't spend anything. Nothing happened. Okay. You're competing with my marketing and everybody else's. How much money is spent on marketing every year in America? The thing about paid marketing, you can't do it in the beginning. You don't need to, by the way. The first 8 years that I did marketing, I didn't spend anything. I didn't spend anything from the age of 31 till 51. I spent $0. I would maybe go to a convention every once in a while, once a year, which was a complete waste of money, by the way. But I had to. I had to go to the conventions, okay? That's marketing. Thank you. Kevin says, I love your enthusiasm. Allison says they spend $24,000 a year in marketing. Yeah, you guys, you're not spending any money. That's no money, okay? In the United States of America last year, $400 billion was spent on marketing. $400 billion. You understand? You're competing, you're a masseuse and there's a dentist ad. You're a masseuse and there's a casino ad. You're a masseuse and there's an ad for the zoo. You're competing with all advertising, not just masseuses. I don't see it. Okay, you're also competing with organic advertising. Okay, organic means I go on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and I just post something. Long stories, short stories. I do a podcast. That's marketing, okay? Number 4, no paid leads. There's a lot of influencers out there that do this but don't do this. You should do both of them. You should have paid leads and you should have organic. The organic makes the paid more believable and vice versa. The paid makes the organic. The two hit together and you're like, dude, I saw this guy talking on Fox Business. Yesterday I saw him on YouTube. Today I see him speaking at an event, okay? The guy becomes more believable and more trustworthy. Number 5. Now I got a problem. I have no lead management. You remember Glenn Ross? These leads suck, okay? The leads are bad, okay? Dude, all leads are good leads if you're taking notes. All leads are buyers. Every person on this stream today, how many people registered for this?
22,000.
22,000 people registered for this 10X Business Summit, okay? For this revenue system. 22,000 people. Every one of you are a buyer. There is no such thing as you're not qualified. Every person is a buyer. When the offer is made correctly to the right audience at the right time, you will buy it, even if you don't have the money. Listen to what I'm telling you guys. All leads are buyers. There is no such thing as an unqualified buyer. Now, this has to start at the leadership of the organization. This is part of your system. All leads are buyers. All buyers are buyers. Everyone is qualified. When the offer is perfect, they will buy it. The moment the offer gets perfect for the audience with the right guarantees, the right assurances, the right data, the right timing, and the right urgency, I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you guys $1 billion worth of game right now. I just told you exactly how to set up your offer. Okay, when that happens, you will get a close every time. By the way, GrantCardone.com/now is where that page sits. So you guys that are buyers, are qualified, are committed, you want the system, not for a moment, but forever. You want to employ it in your company. Go to grantcardone.com/now, and you're going to see the exact system that is the perfect offer. Okay? And you'll pull the trigger. What has to be there? You have to have a decision maker, you have to have somebody qualified, and you have to have urgency. If there's no urgency on the line, there will be no close. Impossible. Now, the lead manager needs to know that. The guy running the department, managing all this activity, okay? 22,000 people didn't take advantage of grantcardone.com/now. 22,000 people did not. Okay? A small percentage take advantage of it because they're smart. And they don't need to be closed. You guys that are smart, you're like, dude, I can't learn all this in 90 minutes. Okay? You see value, you make a decision, you purchase something, and you become a customer. 99% are going to be like, no, you got to explain it more, you got to slow it down, you got to tell me more, you got to make a guarantee, you got to make a promise, you got to build value, you got to hold my hand, boom. So we got to do that for those people. That's called lead management. Okay? And you will have to do that in your company. Remember what we're trying to do today, guys. 1 million, 10 million, 10 million, 100 million. We want to just keep going up. As you build and grow this business, you have to put these things in place. Why businesses fail? Number 6, you don't have a sales acquisition. You have no system for sales acquisition over long periods of time. Okay, so watch what happens. This is a system. I'm giving you my system right now. We had 22,000 people register for this event. 22,000 people, okay? Maybe 5,000 to 6,000 people show up at the event. We'll know that over the next period of a couple days, okay? 5,000 to 6,000 people show up, and out of that, maybe 2,200 people buy. No, we won't even sell that. Let's say we get 500 people that say, dude, I want the entire system done for me. Let's say it goes down, it starts at 22,000. 500 into 22,000 is what? Is that like 2.5%?
Yeah, 2.2.
Okay, so 2.5% of the people that registered. Now, this is the game. I'm telling you guys the game. This is the financial target. How many CEOs here? If you're a CEO, department head, a division leader, you write checks at your company. You're a decision maker. Just put CEO here or here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so see, I'm doing the math. Now, your team is going to be like, it didn't work. Okay, 22,000 people signed up. 12,000 people show up, 5,000 people paid attention, 500 people buy, the ad sucked. No, bro, you're looking at it the wrong way, okay? This is how you should look at it, okay? 21,500 people need to buy something in the future. These people paid you to build something. I got paid to build a program, okay? So I'm going to walk you guys through how I do the math here. 22,000 people. What do we spend for these 22,000?
Just under 300,000.
We spent $300,000. I'm giving you $1 billion worth of game, folks. This little company right here last year did $130 million with the math that I'm about to do right now. This is a system built on targets, tracking, organic, paid leads, and lead management, and sales acquisitions, okay? We paid to get 22,000 new leads that we did not have. I did not have them. You guys knew me. You heard about me. You've seen me some other place. But for the most part, these 22,000 leads are new to my system. Okay, you guys tracking me? Give me a thumbs up if you're tracking me. You know the little action button down there? You're tracking where I'm at right now? What are we doing here? What are you guys paying attention to right now? What I'm doing is I'm showing you how to build a business. I'm showing you my $1 billion business plan. So I paid $300,000 to get you to come here today. Now, that number is going to reduce to about 5,000 people that show up. Okay? So 22,000 people. Now, I paid $300,000 for those people. You guys with me? Because the people that didn't come, I didn't do anything with. You didn't show up. My bad. Wrong time. I didn't remind you. You got busy, whatever. I'll take responsibility for it. Okay? My cost went up. Now watch what happens. Let's say 500 of you are smart enough to steal this offer from me today at grantcardone.com/now. Pay attention to what I'm doing right now. Let's say 500 of you were smart enough to buy the offer. Okay, how much is it? $1,000?
Yes.
$1,000. There's 500 grand. Is that right? Yeah. 500 times 1,000. I make 500 grand. I pay for my marketing, and I make $200,000. And you're like, oh my God, you did so good. Yeah, but you missed the system, man. You missed it. Okay, you missed it. Okay, you missed it. I'm playing hide to weenie. Watch. This is the game, okay? You missed the game. You saw this happen. You're like, oh, wow. That's not how you make $700 million a year, okay? This is how you make $700 million a year. Remember this number right here, okay? 19,500 people did not buy a product from me, okay? 4,500 people saw it. 14,500 people didn't even see it. Like, they didn't see it. These people saw it and they're happy. These people didn't see it, so they're sad. Okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my little $1,000 offer and I'm going to go market this to these people for $5,000. We're going to repackage the offer I made today, grantcardone.com/now. I'm going to repackage it for $5,000 and tell this audience, hey guys, you saw it and didn't do it and you missed it. I'm going to remarket to 14,000 people that are now warm leads organically. I'm going to take a paid lead and start promoting to it organically. Let's say I sell 1% of that audience. How many units would that be?
145.
I would sell 145 people at $5,000.
725.
And I make $725,000 if only 1% convert. Okay, if 10% convert, I make $7 million. And that is a system, okay, built on a bigger number that started with a target, okay? Now, the seventh thing you could make a mistake on is you didn't manage this activity. I am the manager. You understand? There has to be a leader. You're like, Grant Cardone, he's the CEO. Nah, not really. I'm really the manager. I'm the guy like, boom, get it out, bro. Let's get it out. Let's follow up on those numbers, because what will happen in most companies will basically be satisfied with this. We made 200 grand, but the truth is most companies won't make 200 grand. They're going to make 300 right here and break even. And I'd be happy with doing that, by the way. Okay, I would be happy with a break even here, because that's not my game. My game here is on this bigger number. Okay, because my job, my thing is, I'm not trying to manage some money over here. I'm trying to help people. Okay, my goal. I don't know, Sherry, if you have that valuable final product at the bottom of our mission statement. My mission is to reach 8 billion people on planet Earth with solutions that can help them take care of their families so the government won't let them down. Because the government's going to let you down. Okay, my goal is to reach 8 billion people on planet Earth in 189 countries and show them how to grow and scale their business so they can have financial freedom. I will never hit my goal. Okay, I need money along the way. And I also know that people that pay attention. So that's why we charge. I'm not the government, so I can't do things for free, okay? But these are the 7 reasons, if you have them down. No financial targets. Can you show them this so they have it? You guys can take a picture of this. No financial targets, no tracking, no organic marketing, no paid, no lead management, no sales acquisition, and no sales management. Okay, number 8. Number 8 is you didn't scale the strategy, okay? This is one project we did. We will do 100 projects this year like that, okay? So what does it look like, okay? What does it look like to have a system? Let me show you what a system looks like, okay? A system looks like this. A system typically goes in a circle, okay? And it starts here, okay? So the first thing we're going to have is a target. This is going to be our target right here. Management, the new company, the founder, the startup guy comes up with a target. Second thing is we're going to market this target. We're going to market the target to the target. Like, who's the perfect target? How do I tell the audience organically? Okay, I'm going to start a wealth company this year. I'm starting a wealth company this year. I'm going to have 100 plus financial planners work at Cardone Capital. I'm sorry, at Cardone Wealth Group. The 10X or Cardone Wealth Group. What are we calling it, Sherry? What's the name of our company?
Cardone Wealth Advisors.
Cardone Wealth Advisors. I've already started the company. Idea, I'm going to build a 100-person personal finance consulting, coachings, licensed brokers, insurance brokers. I'm going to put 100 of them. We're going to manage them, and we're going to build a multi-billion-dollar business. I'm marketing right now. I'm looking for 100 financial consultants or licensed brokers, and then I'm going to go tell my audience about this new company I'm doing. We're going to sell annuities, life insurance, and we're going to bank people's money. Okay, that's a system I'm showing you. Then this is going to generate leads because I did this. Leads are going to come in, okay? Now, the moment I have a bunch of leads coming in, whether it's 1 lead, 2 leads, 5 leads, 50 leads, 500 leads, 22,000 leads, dude, where's this traffic going, okay? Which means I need management. I got to lead, I got to manage those leads and hold somebody responsible and accountable. Now I'm going to start hiring people, okay? Which hopefully, and this is where companies fail, they never make a sale. So guess what? They never made more than $55,000 in a year. So you guys are you're already in the right business. You have the right idea. You're committed. You're disciplined. You're dedicated. You work hard. You're good people. You just don't have a system. And this is a system for every company. I don't care who it is, okay? Then we got to sales manage. Now, when I say sales manage here, that also includes, I need to manage finance. Okay, this is where your accountant will squash your business. Okay, because the accountant's like, you went from nothing and now you made $1 million in accounts. Let's keep it all. No, dude, spend it all. Don't keep it. Reinvest it and scale, which is right here. Okay. And then we're going to repeat this and change the target. Next year I'm going to have a bigger target, market more, get more leads, manage those leads better, maybe add a manager. I'm going to make more sales, convert more people, and this thing's going to become a flywheel of crazy 10X behavior, okay? All right? Now, how do you integrate this in? Okay, let me give you some notes on this. I told you guys, you don't have to buy anything from me today. You'd be smart if you did, by the way. Become a partner with us. Let me help you. Let me give you this so you don't forget this. Let me work with you. Work with my team. Okay, join me in April in Fort Lauderdale. You'd be smart to do that, but you don't have to. Okay, I'll give you as much as I can in 40 minutes, okay? Targets. Here's some notes on targets. 1, multi-million-dollar targets. Multi-million-dollar businesses operate on targets, not ideas. We could just shorten this.
Yeah.
Targets, not ideas, okay? Number 2, targets create daily actions. You should be writing these down as notes, okay? These are notes for you. We'll be going over this in Fort Lauderdale in detail, by the way. 3, targets have to be broken down into small math, into micro pieces, okay? So I talk about the math is the path. When I break something down, it's going to show me what the product should actually cost, who I would sell it to, how much inventory I would have to have. The math is always the path, okay? So like I want to build a $10 billion business, okay? I have $5 billion of real estate. I want it to be $50 billion. $50 billion divided by my average project's $130 million in our real estate. I need to do 384 deals to get where I want to go. I'm like, yeah, that ain't going to happen. Because I know none of the other guys, it would take me like 30 years to do that many projects. So what do I know right now? Oh, I need to buy a company. Okay? I need to do five transactions. So now it puts me into a different sector immediately. So I'm changing the way I'm looking at the marketplace. You need math, okay? Number 4, mandatory accountability and targets. We have a target and profit system that literally sits on my phone. I'll show this to you in a second, okay? Number 5, you have to know the math for the profit targets. A lot of people are in business, they don't have any math, they lose money. You're selling products that actually don't make money. So what you're seeing in the background here is a person's working through their targets and profits calculator. So whatever you want to calculate can be calculated. By the way, we gave you this in our grantcardone.com/now offer. Okay, you get the actual target, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, whatever your target is for whatever department, or targets. You could have multiple targets, and you would, by the way. You could have targets. How many different products do we have? Does anybody here know what we have in our actual store?
I think this is 4,400 SKUs.
We have 4,400 SKUs. We should have targets for each one of those SKUs. Most of us don't. You end up with targets on a handful that drive most of the company, and we don't pay attention to the rest. But we should have them on everything. Our accounting department should actually be working with the sales department to create those SKUs and those targets, okay? Number 6, you have to have a system to track. Like if you don't check on your kids, guess what? They're not going to make the bed. If you did not make it mandatory for your kids to go to school, they wouldn't go. If you didn't track phone time, you wouldn't know that you spent 5 hours on your phone wasting time. Most people don't have enough time until they realize they wasted most of their time. Okay? So you got to be able to track these things. That's targets. Number 2, marketing. Okay, these are the tips on marketing. Number 1, organic is the key to unlock free leads. Okay, number 2, if nobody knows you, nobody will follow you. You have to get known in the marketplace. You must become omnipresent. You must, trust comes from repetition. It does not come from being seen. You build trust because of repetition. People trust me the more they see me. In the beginning, they won't trust you, by the way. You will be seen as a fraud, a scam, what else they call people? Grifter. You're trying to sell something. It's too good. Dude, you have to be in the marketplace over and over and over and over and over and over. And then people are like, oh, I think I trust this guy. Dude, you got to be over and over just for people to even know you were there. Okay? Number 3, make this note. Best known beats best. The best coffee does not win. The best known coffee wins. Best known beats best product. Okay, number 4, assume that your marketing is never seen. Let me give you an example of that real quick. Oops. I'm going to give you an example of this. Let's see. Is this me? I'm going to my Instagram right now. Can y'all show this?
Take his computer.
Yes, we can.
Okay. See this right here? Yeah, I posted this yesterday. Completely organic, by the way. It's on my Instagram channel. I'm talking about how I use my IRA to buy real estate with no penalty. Call Ryan. Call Ryan.
Calling Ryan Seco Mobile.
Now, Rhett's here today. Jared's on his way to Spain. Ryan's going to answer this telephone call or not. Hey, how many leads did we get yesterday?
I will tell you right. We got... We have the 41 leads. Total is 64,000.
Thank you. So we got 41 yesterday. Now I don't know if this did it or not. I don't know. I know this. They didn't buy any ads yesterday. They didn't pay for this. Now Rhett doesn't know they happened. He should. My whole company should know this happened. It should have been a report. Hey, dude, we got 41 new leads. 41 people raised their hand and said, "I want that ebook, bro." Okay, all of you guys should have an ebook. An ebook is a hack. Okay, and basically what I'm saying in this, can I hear this?
Do they have audio?
The appreciation was now being captured by the IRA. I'm not talking about the ebook. I'm educating people. Sold it. I haven't. I'm telling people about. Before I refinanced it 3 years. Blah blah blah. I returned the 500 grand plus another $1 million to the IRA, not taxed. And this was done in my office with a phone, just like this. We spent no money. We added captions. It's all free, folks. That's why I said to you guys earlier, this is going to become the easiest time in the history of the world to make money. Why? Dude, Dude, everything can be done for you. The captions can be done for you. I can literally do this with AI today and not even do the damn video, but the video is still faster. Me doing the video and not editing it is faster than me sending it to AI. One, because I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm talking about. And AI is not going to ever replace a guy like me. Ever. Never going to happen. Okay? It could make 189 of me in different languages so that I could be in Somalia. I could be in Iraq. Okay, you understand? It did the captions for me. I had to post it. I didn't need anybody to do this. I did this myself. One of the most scalable things. People are like, how do you find time to do this and run a company? Dude, that's one of the most important things you can do as a company owner. Management, CEOs, division leaders, department leaders. The most important thing you can do is market your department. Nobody knows you. Or they forgot you. Okay? So anyway, this got us 41 leads. Now you're like, oh, that's not a big deal. Okay, let me see. 41 times 365 equals, 41 times 365. 14,965 people. 14,000, that's 15,000 leads. No paid ads, cost me nothing. 15,000 leads. Let's say 0.05% of them give me $200,000 to manage for their IRA. That would be $150 million. $150 million. One strategy, one time, because I sent out an ebook that cost me nothing to build, by the way. The ebook's like this big. 7 pages done by chat. Okay? I'm just giving you guys the game, okay? Focus on marketing daily. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, SEOs, podcasts. All of you should be doing podcasts. Okay, you can kill this over here. Get it off of me. Get it off of that.
Yep, it's back on the presentation.
Okay. Now, let me just see something else. Can I see in the comments here? I can't really see them. That's fine. Okay, all right. Okay, back to me. Number 5, okay, focus on daily marketing organically. Pick 2 of these. Don't try to do them all, folks. Okay, back to me. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, back to me. So watch. Focus on 2 of these. Do not try to do all of them. You will do all of them at some point. You'll be doing TikTok and LinkedIn and podcasts and YouTube. If you could just do 2 of these, Instagram and a podcast, or YouTube and a podcast, or YouTube and Instagram and drop the podcast, and the SEO, okay? Marketing, okay? What did we do first? What's number 1? Who knows what number 1 is in the system? What's number 1? Nope. Targets. Targets is number 1. Number 2 is marketing organically. Number 3, leads. Did I miss paid? Yeah, organic and paid. Okay, organic marketing is organic and paid. Okay, now I'm going to create a lead. Something happened. I got 41 leads. Somebody needs to manage these leads. I can't manage them. I'm the marketer, dude. I can't be the marketer and the manager. It's impossible. It's just not possible. So I got to add people, which means at some point we're going to have to sell something. Everybody agree? I'm going to do it for free, man. I'm going to do it. You can't do it for free. If you do it for free, you can't scale. You guys got to knock this off. Quit thinking like, I got to give everything away. If you give everything away, by the way, I gave everything away to a lot of people anyway. I'm already doing free most of the time. Okay? 98% of the people that I talk to every day never, ever buy anything from me, ever. Never. And I don't have a problem with it. Give yourselves a big hand. Congratulations. Okay? So what? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe later, when the offer's right, when you're ready, when you're qualified, when it's the right time, at the right moment, when you're really committed, when you're dedicated, when you're totally all in, when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll finally stop doing nonsense, just like I did when I was 25 years old. You could have talked to me about getting off of drugs for 10 years. Dude, I wasn't ready to get off. When I was ready to get off, I was qualified. When I was serious about getting help, I got help. When I was serious about becoming a man, then I started surrounding myself with other men. And I quit thinking I could do it on my own. When you guys are sick and tired of just getting by, making excuses, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I'm black, I'm brown, I'm too young, I'm too old. When you're done with your nonsense, then you'll call me up and say, bro, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to go. And guess what? Okay? By the time you get to me, guess what? You get to pay $5,000. I get to make money. By the way, it's still a great deal. If I gave you a guarantee right now that I could show you how to scale your business 10 times right now, and you had to pay $5,000, how many think it'd be worth $5,000? If I could guarantee you a 10x, from $100,000 to $1 million, it'd be worth $5,000. I'll sell that all day long. You guys understand? So I'm going to end this here in about 35 minutes. I'm going to take this offer down at $997. And I'm going to offer it for $5,000. We're going to repackage it 2 days from now. We're going to go back to that audience that didn't see this and say it's $5,000 and some tiny percentage is going to buy it from me. Okay? And I'm going to send out 400 million emails this year under our automated leads. That's how many emails we send out, without exaggeration, by the way. 420 million emails were sent out last year to people that did not buy from me and people that did. Okay? So, third thing we're going to do here is leads. Attention should convert to a lead, always. I get attention, I'm going to convert. 2, the 91-1 rule. Only 1% are going to convert. 99% have to be followed up on. Okay? 3, paid ads are the secret to scaling to 10 million and beyond. You have to do paid ads at some point. Okay? You must buy ads at some point, and it's going to be wasted. Last year, a combination of, does anybody know how many organic posts I did?
Oh.
Just get some kind of. We spent $25 million last year, plus the organic. Now, the organic doesn't have $1, but it's time, energy, resources. Okay, me doing something, right? A lot of posts. There's probably a bunch of graphics people over there, editors, video people. So there's money. I don't know what this is. I know what this is. This is 25 mil plus whatever this number is. I don't know what it is. But I know this, it all equaled $130 million. Plus it flows over into multiple other companies and benefits those companies. Was it worth it? Give me a nod. Give me a nod if you're like, yeah, dude, it was worth it. Okay? I'll bet you this was 1,000 organic posts. No,
way more.
Way more than that.
Yeah.
This was probably 4,000 organic posts across X, YouTube, podcast. Everybody should be doing podcasts, by the way. Any of you guys, by the way, when you get on our program at grantcardone.com/now, I'll do this for anybody. Anybody that 10X's your business in the next 30 days, I'll come on your podcast. When you get this, grantcardone.com/now, and use it, and in 30 days you 10X your business, if you can show my company that you 10X, you went from whatever you were doing to whatever the number is, I'll come on your podcast as a guest. Okay, grantcardone.com/now. Okay, now you got to measure how many.
Just on Facebook, 5,704.
Yeah, just on Facebook, there was 5,000 posts last year. Just Facebook. Then there's YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. Oh, you guys thought you were committed, huh? Y'all thought you were committed. How many of you'd like to have my playbook of exactly what we marketed?
22,848 across all.
23,000 posts. You see, I don't even know what the number is.
Wow.
There was 24,000 posts across all the platforms last year. Could have been a graphic, could have been a meme, could have been a post, it could have been a video, it could have been whatever, right? So now you got to scale. You got to scale. Now watch what happens when you do all this activity. Don't be all impressed. Okay, I was 51 before I did my first post. I was 51 years old, going on 52 when I did my first post in 2012. I should not have known anything about it. I started my own account. We had no editors. We had no videographers. We weren't. Nobody knew me. I had one follower on YouTube. Me. I was the follower. Then I added my wife. What an idiot. And then I hit follow. And then I hit thumbs up. I like your material. I even commented on my own self. Grant Cardone, to Grant Cardone, I like your material. Keep it up. And I think 4 people saw it. I sent it to my sisters. I sent it to my brother, he wouldn't even join, okay? Okay, number 5, use CRMs. You gotta have to manage this activity because at some point, you're gonna have all this activity coming in now, whether it's 1 lead, 10 leads, or 10,000 leads. Okay, we're gonna show you how to set up these campaigns so that your ad systems start flowing into buckets, okay? And number 7, use sales funnels and landing pages. Okay, now landing pages are not websites, and landing pages are probably responsible for 80% of our revenue at this company, just so you know. The combination between a landing page and a salesperson or lead management is responsible for 80% of our productivity, okay? Lead management, okay? Now this is your next step. Remember the 2% rule. Okay, the 2% rule. Close. Low-hanging fruit, easy to get to, smart people. By the way, your best customers are the 2%ers. Okay? It's like the easiest to close and the hardest to close are typically your best customers. The easiest of the easiest and the hardest of the hardest on both sides of the spectrum are your best customers. By the way, the ones that close last typically will close for more. I'm just giving you some hints here. The reason you didn't close them early, there's the front 2 and the back 2. The back 2 that closed late, it's because you were offering them too little. Some of you won't buy this offer today because it's too cheap. Listen to me. If it was 10 grand, you would do it right now. You'd have already bought it. You're like, $997, bro. There's no way this guy is going to give me the whole game for $997. But if it was 10 grand, you would do it. And that's why when we go offer this in the future, that's why we know we're going to sell 2% of the audience that didn't see it. Okay? I'm just giving you the game, okay, folks? Don't hate the player and don't hate the game. Learn the game and become the player. Okay, number 2. This is called the 8-12 touch, okay? It's the 80% rule. 80% of your clients will have to be touched 8 to 12 times to get on a phone call with you about the product. And then maybe another 8 to 12 times to buy. Some of these are going to be your best customers you've ever made in your entire lifetime. I've had people that I pitched for 15 years before I closed them. And I never closed them on what I was trying to sell them on. They would end up closing on something completely different. A product in the future that we didn't even have. Okay, I just had the wrong product, the wrong offer. In most cases, by the way, the offer I was making when I didn't close them was too small, not too big, even though they said it was too expensive. Okay? Number 3, automated email sequences. Your emails have to be automated. Also text messages, and all this can be done now. These are email sequences. Number 4, email marketing is essential for your expansion. Okay, when do we market? Who do we market to? What is the subject line? Okay, the flow charts, the email marketing flow charts. Like this is a system used to subscribers, unsubscribers, how to download, abandoned reports, people that opened but didn't close, new lead generation triggers. It's a system. It's plumbing. It's plumbing for your house. You have plumbing for your house. You have plumbing for the wiring, the electrical wiring, and we also have plumbing, which is really what we ought to call this, plumbing for our lead generation. Remember, if you're going to be marketing, okay, if you're going to be marketing paid ads and unpaid, you're going to start getting activity. You guys don't think about it right now. You're not worried about it right now because you don't have any leads. This might not be something you're doing today, but it will be something you're doing in 3 months. Now, when I went and did Undercover Billionaire, I started with no leads and I couldn't use my name. I had a lot of people. By day 10, if you saw that show, I had 110 leads, all severely qualified. The only people that I met in Pueblo, Colorado were business owners. The first 10 days, all I did was collect names and met business owners who are already in play. Now, the reason I was so selective was because I only had 90 days. Because I only had 90 days, I couldn't meet 120,000 people. I had to only meet the ones that were in play, already in business, already with payrolls, because my goal was to basically drop in on a guy and increase his revenue and get a piece of the increase to build my $1 million business. I did that, by the way, on day 7. I had the whole deal done in day 7. I was already a $1 million business in day 7. By day 88, I was a $5.5 million business, quantified by an appraiser out of Colorado that came in and said, based on the production you did in 88 days, your business is worth $5.5 million. I think it was worth $8 or $9 million. If it wasn't COVID, I'd have built a $25 million business in 90 days. I promise you, that's true. That's real. Anybody, by the way, could do this if you had the system. And I lost that jacket that I had on a few minutes ago. Somebody stole that goddamn jacket from me. Excuse my language. Stole that jacket from me. Okay, I stole it from Discovery and somebody stole it from me. All right, number 5. High converting landing pages are mandatory. If you guys don't have landing pages, man, you are missing it. How many landing pages have we created?
In total, thousands active.
Thousands.
We have active 473 right now.
We have 473 active landing pages. They're the fastest, the cheapest, and the ones that convert the best. Okay, we can show you how to build all these. Okay, number 6, you have to have a core lead engagement process. So you automate these processes. Okay, now some of you that are just getting started, if you're a startup, just put startup. Put startup down there if you're a startup in the chat. I can't see it. You're blocked on one guy, Paul, right now. Okay, good. Now, you guys, you're like, dude, I don't need all this right now. No, you don't need all this right now. Let me see this, okay? This is our funnel process, okay? Well, they're showing it to you on the screen right there. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, man, that looks good. Dang, you guys did a great job with that. See how we improve? We keep getting better. Okay, this is a funnel, a process. Now, you guys that are in startup mode right now, you don't need this now. I'm telling you right now, you do not need this right now. So when you go to grantcardone.com/now and you take advantage of that opportunity, you don't need this yet, but you're going to need it in 45 days, maybe less than that. I mean, if you go wild the way I do, the way I go beast mode on everything, you could need it in 3 days, but you don't need it today. Okay, you need targets today. First thing we got to do is get the targets right. Okay, next. Oh! I made a sale. Shit, somebody bought something from me. Now what? Okay, by the way, congratulations to everybody that took advantage of this ridiculous opportunity, grantcardone.com/now. We do this. I do this all the time. I'm like, I'm not going to even tell you what's in the offer and see how many people that buy it. If you guys knew how many people that took advantage of that offer, grantcardone.com/now, I hadn't even told anybody what's in it. And people bought it. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you guys in a second what's in it, okay? And congratulations. And watch what I do for everybody that pulled the trigger. Why? Because the best buyers are the ones that buy first. The second best are the ones that buy in 3 years for more money. Okay? Listen to what I'm telling you. The ones that buy first are the best because they're decision makers, okay? They see value. You don't have to talk them into it. They tend to be more confident. The ones that close last pay a higher price, and the margin is much bigger, okay? The first 2% actually allowed me to build the program out. That's where I did my research. That's where we validate the program. That's where we get all our success from. That's the doers and the. Do you have the names?
Yeah, they're putting it up.
Okay, smart thing to do right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're making sales now. For anybody that does this in the first 30 days of being on grantcardone.com/now, if you 10x what you're doing, let's say you were making $1,000 and you make $10,000 in 30 days, I'll come on your podcast. Just show me that you 10x'd, and I'll come on your podcast. And I'll get you a bigger audience, by the way. Number 1, sales process should be simple and transparent. Number 2, speed to lead. The conversion rate increases 900% if you're in contact in the first 5 minutes. Okay, number 3, lead penetration. It's called a 3-3-2. 3 the first day, 3 the second day, 2 the third day.
72 hours, there should have been at least 8 contacts. Now, what are you going to say on those contacts? We have the exact pattern, script of each one of those phone calls. Number 4, you got to master the second sale. Your margins will increase by 50%. Your sales will increase by 1/3 if you simply just made a second offer to the people that bought first. About 20% of you that came onto this today actually have already made a second sale before I even showed you grantcardone.com/now. Okay? About 20, what percentage went to VIP?
Let me get that number.
Number 5, objection handling is the key to confidence. This rebuttal manual, you ain't living your life without that rebuttal manual. Okay? All you guys that think you're great salespeople, this manual right here is a beast, okay? If you want to be a professional salesman, you want to be freaking king of the game, you want to be able to handle any objection, any... What?
4% went to VIP.
4% of the audience that came into this, 4% converted to a second sale before we even started this event today, okay? We'll show you how to do that at grantcardone.com/now, okay? This rebuttal manual right here, if you guys think you're a beast salesman right now, you're doing veneers. You're a dentist doing veneers. And they're $100,000, $90,000, $80,000, dude. This book is a killer. You're doing roofs for $30,000, killer. You're doing plumbing, construction work, and you're very competitive. You're doing somebody's kitchen rehab. We show you how to price out that rehab: $27,000, $42,000, $65,000, and we show you how to use those 3 choices to basically trap people. Parameters. There's parameters on negotiation, so we can move somebody from 27 to 42. We can actually pick up 15,000, 50% of our margin, because we use 3-tier pricing as a rebuttal to how much is it, or it's too expensive. Okay? Did you guys know that 1/3 of your audience that says too high leaves and buys something more expensive, not something cheaper? I don't know if you're taking notes or not. I know I'm freaking just dropping bombs on you, but okay, that's the reality. I've sold billions of dollars of products on the internet. Billions. $2 billion worth of products. Raised $2 billion. I have heard every objection, recorded 20% of them. Okay, and studied what does it take to get somebody to convert differently. Okay, number 6, all calls need a script. You guys that are working calls without scripts, you are the enemy. You don't need competition. Okay, you guys, you allow people to handle phone calls without scripts. You do not need competition, and you do not need an enemy, because you are the enemy. Okay, the most insane thing a human being could do is not have targets and not have scripts. You don't need communism. You don't need bad politicians. You don't need higher taxes. You're already going to screw yourself. You don't have targets and you don't have scripts, okay? All right. Sales management. Now, I made a sale. What do I do? Okay? If it's a 98-2 rule, watch what just happened. Okay? What percentage of these people are buyers? Who knows the answer? What percentage of the 100 are buyers? What percentage are buyers? Okay? What percentage are buyers? Nobody has the answer right yet. You have to be a genius. 99% of all people fail this. Not 20%, not 2%. Yes, we have one genius in the room. Michael, the dumbest person in the room, always gets this right. Okay, simple man. 100% of these people are buyers. 2% bought from you. 98% are going to Whole Foods, cable TV, direct TV, Netflix, pornography, casinos, paying taxes, blah, blah, blah. Dude, everybody's a buyer. I told you got that in the beginning and nobody heard me. 100% of all people, all leads are buyers. All leads are buyers. Repeat after me. All leads are buyers. Okay? Throw it in the chat. Everybody, repeat after me. Throw it in the chat. All leads are buyers. They're all qualified. Okay? They're going to buy something from somebody, someday, some way, somehow. They will buy. Period. And the fact that you didn't follow them up is shame on you. Not buying is a decision, by the way. I got to think about it. It is a decision.
I never make decisions. Is a decision. I'm going to go talk to my wife about it. Is a close. Okay? And it should be closed. Okay? These things are costing you guys money. You know, whether you're selling cars, plumbing, HVAC, hair extension, dentists, engineering, consulting work, whatever it is you're selling, coaching. Okay, the coaching's $8,000, $18,000, or $28,000. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. I know it is. I'm with you. And I agree with you. Okay? The ones that didn't buy are as qualified to buy as the ones that didn't. For you guys that are like, I don't have $1,000 right now, you say you're not qualified. The truth is, the offer's $997. If you knew it was going to make you $10,000 and you didn't have the money, you have no money, it's $997, and you knew for sure, okay, help me out here, you knew with 100% certainty it was going to make you $10,000, would you do it? Okay, let me give you the riddle again. You don't have the money, it costs $997, okay? It's going to make you $100,000 and you're 100% confidence, okay? How many of you would come up with the money? Naradin said it sounds too good to be true. No, but I'm just asking you. You don't have the money. This is a true situation. You're broke. You don't have any money. It costs $997. You know it's going to make you $10,000. 100% sure it will make you $10,000, $100,000, or $1 million. How many of you? It's a question. How many of you would figure out the money? Of course. See, it wasn't about money. It's not about it's too high and you don't have the money. Those objections aren't real. In fact, you want to write this down. 90% of all objections you hear are complaints. They're not objections. And they should not be treated as objections. Okay? They should be discounted as a reality. Just like I did right there. Okay? Because if I gave you guys a guarantee that 100% of you that spend $997 would make more money than it cost and guaranteed it, I'll bet a bunch of you would take advantage of the offer. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Okay? All right. Sales management. What does that mean?
How much time left?
Okay, sales management. Sales manager is required for sales expansion. You got to have a sales manager. You must be a 10x manager before you can find good managers. You have to be the manager. You have to get airtight 90-day onboarding. Okay? If you want to bring on 1 salesman, 2 salesmen, 3 salesmen. By the way, in the beginning when you're growing from 1 to 2 to 3, you have to be even better than when you're bringing on the 30th and the 50th and the 100th. The onboarding is vital. Okay? 4. Compensation drives behavior. You need margin in your products in order to pay other people. You want big margins. I like big margins. I cannot lie. Okay? Number 5, always be hiring and recruiting. You don't need an HR person for this. You need to be out shopping markets, hiring waitresses and waiters and strippers and contractors and constructors and ballet guys and bellmen and like talented people that look good and bright eyes and out in the marketplace. Number 6, the sales accountability plan, sales manager coaching call. We're going to do this on Monday, right?
Yes.
The sales manager coaching call. Good. Monday, I'm going to do this call with you guys for free. Okay? And then you're going to scale the process. You're going to scale. Scaling is not something to guess at, by the way. It's a science. I'm going to give you these notes on scaling real quick. Streamline operations to maximize your profits. Scaling is managing and reinvesting your finances. These are the different things you're going through in the break points, if you guys can show these. You're going to be aware of the break points at different places when you're at startup. Okay? You guys can take a picture of this if you'd like. At startup, okay, at the beginning, at startup, you might want to make a note of this. Mostly what you're doing is the wrong reasons. Just make a note to this on the top page here. Mostly wrong reasons. Between 1 and 3 million, you're into role duplication and coaching. That's what's going to be happening at your company. You're role playing, you're using scripts, rebuttals, onboarding people, and coaching a lot, okay? Then at some point, when you go from 3 million to 8 million, you're going to move from that, replace yourself, and move into target and process creation. You're putting processes and systems in place. Now, in this case, you guys can step the 3 to 8 million because I've created the system for you. I've already proven this in 100 different industries that we work in. We've already validated that this system works. So when you get to the 3 to 8 million, we're just plugging this in. And number 4, 15 to 25 million, we have automated systems. Those are built right now. They're SaaS programs that you can buy for nothing. How do I use the CRM? The CRM is only as good as the people that are plugging in the data. It doesn't really matter what CRM you use. These systems are created now. And then when we go from 25 to 50, you'll see right here, executive leadership, coaching, and then it's going to be technology, data implementation, and lastly, when we're moving up to the higher levels into that range of, north of 100 million, we're probably buying other businesses, okay? We're buying businesses, we're buying companies, okay? We're maybe moving into real estate or a health company, or we're starting to be the feed on new deals. Now, why am I telling you that? A lot of you guys are in startup mode, okay? You're like, dude, I can't even think with 10 grand, much less 100 million, okay? Don't quit on yourself so quick. You guys are going to be thinking about 100 million at some point, all right? Okay, real quick. For all of you that want to go to the bigger numbers, how many of you like this idea of moving to these bigger numbers and at least knowing in the beginning you're going there? Okay, I did not know that when I was 28 years old. I'm like, I need to make $130,000 a year and I'm going to be happy. I wasn't thinking about scaling, so guess what I did? I picked the wrong business. Okay, the 10x revenue system. Let me just show you what we just went over, so you guys understand what you're getting here. First of all, congratulations to everybody that took advantage of what you didn't even know I was giving you. Okay, when you went to grantcardone.com/now, what I'm giving you is our target and profit system. Okay, you can't buy this anywhere. This is not for sale. The only people we give this to are people that we onboard into the system. Monday, we're going to do a call on how to use targets and profits. This is when I go in and plug in, okay, the math. The math goes first. First is the math. Let's say I wanted to build $1 million business this year. Okay, I would not pick the how. I would pick the target first. I would not pick the service or the product. I wouldn't price anything. I wouldn't have inventory. I'm like, hey, my target's $1 million. Then I'm going to do the math with my product list, okay? Maybe it's manual labor, maybe it's landscaping, maybe it's roofs, maybe it's HVAC, maybe it's dental, okay? Whatever, okay? Okay, I'm doing teeth cleaning. We do teeth cleaning for $500. I need to do 2,000 people at $500. Nobody's going to pay $500 for teeth cleaning, okay? Oh yeah, but we do veneers. We got veneers here, and we do veneers at 100,000 veneers at, this is going to be the target for the math and the profit, by the way, $100,000. We need to do 10 veneers next year. Oh, dude, that's easy. Okay, we're going to show you how to do this. We're going to actually give you this tool, okay? Marketing. Now, you can pick 2 of these. By the way, you guys that took advantage of this, you get 2 of these, not all of these. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, SEO, or our podcast. Like, how many of you'd like to do 52 podcasts and have me be on one of them next year? If you get to interview me, by the way, everybody should be interviewing other people in your space, not waiting to get on podcasts. I would rather do the interview than be on the interview. As soon as this is over today, I'm going to sit down with a guy in 15 minutes and I'm going to do a podcast with him, okay? We're going to show you how to do that, how to build that out, how to be a cool guest, or better, how to actually be the interviewer and bring on guests. Much easier to interview than to be the guest, okay? Okay, you can pick any 2 of these: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, SEO, or podcast. We're going to give you that, okay? Leads, okay? How do you get leads? These are paid leads, by the way, okay? Organic on Meta, Google Ads, 10x sales funnel, and our ad dashboard, okay? Your ad dashboard is going to come with any program that you do. Now we're going to show you how to use it, how to manage it, how to read it, how to understand it. Rhett over here, I don't know if you guys got a side shot of Rhett. Rhett works in our marketing department with us. He's seeing, how many ads did we run last year? How many separate ads?
Separate ads, we're running about 50 ads per campaign. So about I think it was 13,000 unique creative.
I hate advertising.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys right now, I hate it. We're running 50 programs to find out 2 that work. Rhett can actually tell you what's working for us and what's not, and it changes all the time. What worked 30 days ago might not work this morning. It could have worked yesterday, and boom, they could have shut the whole thing down this morning. So that's why you got to run 50, and that's why I say I hate it, because it's changing all the time so often. But the fact that I hate it don't mean I won't do it. There's a lot of things I hate doing, folks. Okay? But if you're committed, you'll do what you hate, and you'll get great at it, okay? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to give you our automated lead management program. This is the traffic, okay? This is the plumbing I talked about. Our email system, top 5 landing pages, lead automation blueprint, and we're going to show you exactly how things come in through our system and where we sort it to, so you don't have to go through all this. You can literally mimic our entire 10X lead automation program. We also going to give you this, our sales scripts and rebuttal manual. Okay, I mentioned this book. How much is this on our website?
It's like $2,000 individually.
This $2,000 book, believe it or not. Okay, you cannot buy this at Amazon. The only place you can buy this is grantcardone.com. You could probably find some. It might be used on Amazon. Okay, maybe. Okay, book is ridiculous. Okay, I've closed $2 billion worth of business with this book. Raised another $2 billion. Okay, we're going to give you our scripts: inbound call, outbound call, cold, warm, both. Outbound cold, reception calls, and more. Okay, these scripts are lethal. And if you've never been through Cardone University or in our sales scripts, man, if you guys made a decision to pay $9.97 just for the sales scripts, I'll promise you, okay, with 100% confidence, you will get 100 times your value with this one book and this one are just our scripts. These 2 books right here will be worth 100x, not 10x. What the investment cost. Okay. All right. Also, we're going to give you the rebuttal manual. That's 100 plus proven closes and rebuttals, and step-by-step objection framework. Okay. Sales management.
And we're also giving them the top 5 landing pages we use to convert.
Yeah. Back to the marketing that Rhett's talking about. We're going to give you our top 5 landing pages that we use to convert business to. Landing pages, not websites. Okay. Now, sales management. We're going to do a coaching call Monday. For all of you that took advantage of this, grantcardone.com/now, not tomorrow because it's football tomorrow, but Monday. What time is it? 5?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our VP of Sales is going to come on and onboard you guys about how to manage all this crazy activity. Where to start, when to start, what to start with, okay? Do you have people? Like, he'll do a whole Q&A with you. What are these people saying right now? I don't know why I'm looking at them.
There's no audio, sir. It's just them.
Just shows the Zoom call.
What are they saying? Oh, they're talking?
Yeah.
Who are they talking to? I don't know what I'm looking at, guys. You show me one individual person rather than a Zoom call. Mm-hmm. Okay? Oh, that. Yeah. This is the kind of call you'll be involved in on Monday. Now, that makes sense. You had individual people popping up. I'm like, why are these people popping up in my damn Zoom right now? Okay? That's Todd. And this is some of the people, like this is a call that we did last week. We created this as an executive management on the sales management portion of this, okay? We're going to be talking about 10X talent, how to attract people, 90-day onboarding, and the sales team comp call. This is a sales manager call. You probably don't want your salesperson on it unless they're going to be a sales manager, because now we're going to be talking about and examining your comp plan. Like, I looked at a guy's comp plan this morning. I did a private coaching call. A guy paid $100,000 to be in the call. What did Michael pay to be in that?
$80,000.
$80,000 to spend an hour with me. I'm like, bro, your comp plan sucks. I'm glad I didn't bring my salespeople here. Okay? Michael, thank you, man. Okay? Monday, 5 p.m. If you can't be there, we'll get you the recording, by the way. So anybody that can't make it or you miss it or you can't be there for the whole thing, we'll get you that, okay? Also, the 10X revenue system. In conclusion, grantcardone.com/now. You get the 10X automation, the 10X paid ad program, the 7-figure sales script, the rebuttal manual, the targets and profit, and the 10X organic targeting.
And we're going to do all of it today for $9.97. And if that's not enough, I'm going to give you a bonus seat. Why is that showing up?
The office number?
Yeah, rather than this. And I'm going to give you, for those that want it, they see this?
Now, can you guys show the bonus slide?
Or do they see it right now, guys?
They see it right now. Now they do, for the first 100.
For the first 100 people that take advantage of this, by the way, we're over that number already. For the next 100 people that take advantage of this, okay, I'm going to give you a seat at our Fort Lauderdale April 10th, 11th, and 12th event, the Grant Cardone Business Summit, where we're going to be talking in detail about sales, marketing, landing pages, social, organic, paid ads, what works, what doesn't work. You're going to meet our whole team. You should be a business owner, department, division leader. You should be a head. But whoever you are, you're in a startup and you want to come down, if you fly down here, I'll get you a seat. Okay? Now the reason, I'm just telling everybody up front, okay, as many people can buy this offer today as want, but I cannot seat as many people as will want to come to this event. So when you're on the phone with somebody, if you want to call somebody and secure your seat, if you want to be guaranteed a seat, go. First of all, the first thing you do is buy the offer, take advantage of the opportunity, join us on this adventure to 10x your business. As soon as you're done buying it, call the office and say, bro, I want one of those seats. I need a guarantee that I'm going to get one of those seats. But I want you to talk to somebody and tell them, I need to be guaranteed a seat. I'm going to guarantee it to you, but you have to call them. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give it to you, but you need to call them. First of all, you buy the offer. Okay, 2 things I'm going to do special for everybody. I'm going to make sure that we make a seat for you, number 1. And if you're calling there right now, just let me see you on in the thing. Get on your phone, like I can see a couple people making a call right now, and just say, bro, give me that seat. I'm coming to Fort Lauderdale. Not everybody will do this. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do for you is this. He's going to schedule your one-on-one strategy call. One-on-one call to find out about your business. Is it tangible, intangible? Do you have 1 person, 10 people, 100 people? What are your goals? What are your targets? You're going to get a one-on-one call with our coach to talk about where you're at in your business. Look, if you're a $10 million business, it's different than a startup. I already tell you that. If you're a $75 million business, that's different than if you're 10 million. You got different problems. Okay? If you're going through a divorce right now, and it's different than if you're getting married, right? Like everybody has different problems, different situations. If you're doing hair extensions for $80 or $320, that's different than if you're doing haircuts for $40. Or you're doing HVAC for $40,000. Okay, if you're doing commercial work, it's different than if you're doing residential. So I'm going to give you a free call with our coach, one of our coaches. Okay, now this is what we're going to do for you guys. In addition to the free seat, in addition to the coaching call, in addition to guaranteeing you a seat, okay, I'm also going to give you all of this for $997 and a 100% money back guarantee. This is what I said earlier. Okay? Would you find the money if you know for sure 100% it's going to work? Okay? Would you do it? So I'm going to make this so hard for you guys to say no. I'm going to guarantee you your money back if you're not happy. For any reason. You call me up tomorrow, next day, next week. I already sent you the rebuttal manual. I sent you the 90-day onboarding. I sent you the sales scripts. I downloaded the profit margin, the 10X automated lead management, the 7-figure sales scripts. I gave you the ads, gave you the landing pages, and you wake up 3 days from now, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, good. Here's your money back. You're like, dude, why would you do that? People are going to take advantage of you. I don't care. Okay? It's not what I'm in it for, folks. I had 22,000 people sign up for this. 22,000 people sign up. I have 22,000 customers, new customers already. I'm going to market 400 million emails. Some portion of those people are going to get that email, okay? I'm not going to sell I'm not going to sell 1% of these people. I'm going to sell 2,000 of these people. In my lifetime, over the next
18 months to 3 years, I will sell 2,000 of these people a $5,000 product. I'm not making the money on you guys. Okay? Yeah, do the math. Okay? I think we'll be all right. Okay? I'm making a customer. I'm getting an acquired customer. Some of you guys are going to become investors with me at Cardone Capital. Some of you are going to become customers at my company, 10X Health System. Can you show the companies, the bubbles? You're going to become a customer. You're going to get on my $500 a month supplemental program at 10X Health Systems. I'm going to get you in the best shape of your life. Okay? Maybe you're going to come in, you're going to be a partner with me at 10X Wealth, and you're going to start, these are my companies. Okay? Maybe you're going to start buying insurance from us. Okay? Maybe you're going to become a business coach. And you're going to be in Somalia, and you're going to become a business coach for 10X, for Grant Cardone and the 10X. Maybe you're going to get in our HVAC business or our ranching business. Maybe you're going to come to our business summit. Maybe you're going to upgrade to VVVIP. You don't want the free ticket. You're like, no, dude, I want to pay $15,000 and have lunch with you. Every day we do lunch with a bunch of VVVIPs. Okay, and you're going to pay more money. Maybe you're going to become part of our equity group. Okay, maybe you're going to become part of our equity group, and you're going to actually start funding other projects with us. Like, dude, you should buy this. Okay, I'm not doing this for you to give me $1,000. If you decide you can't do this, you can't eat it, you can't implement it, you can't use it, it doesn't work for you, it's too much for you, oh my God, blah, blah. You have second thoughts next week, just call us up and say, hey, I want my money back. I'm going to send you your money back. We're still friends. You were still here. You still benefited. Okay? Look, my goal is to reach 8 billion people. Okay? 8 billion. Let me see how many zeros this is. That's my goal. My goal is to reach 8 billion people. Okay, I'm not a movie star. I don't dance. Okay, I'm not a Kardashian. So what do I have to offer people? Business, finance, marketing, speaking skills. Yeah, this is our purpose, to reach all 8 billion people on earth and help them improve their businesses, careers, relationships using our products and services. Now, I'm never going to achieve this. If I reach 8 billion people, okay, somebody's going to fund what I did. I don't have a money problem today. I have a people problem. Okay, my purpose is to help people. So I helped a bunch of people today already. In the 2 hours we've been here, I've helped a bunch of people. You guys may be thinking bigger. How many of you are thinking bigger right now? You're like, dude, I'm thinking bigger right now, bro. I came here thinking about 100 grand. Now I'm thinking about 10 million or 100 million or $1 billion. You guys should be, by the way. All of you should be thinking bigger. Okay? But here's the 7 things you got to have. Do you guys know what they are? I got to have the right target. Okay? I have to have the right target. God gave you potential. You got to come up with the target.
God did.
Okay? God gave you every gift you need. Everything you guys need, God gave you. Free will, intelligence, heartbeat, purpose. You have some purpose. You have some purpose in your life. Okay? You have struggles, by the way. I believe God gave you some of those struggles so you can figure out how to overcome them. Okay, and choices, options, you get to do it or not do it. By the way, you're hitting the buy button. Oh, does God want me to? Ask Him. Ask Him, man. Hey, God, you want me to do this? And take the answer. But if you believe in God, okay, if you believe in God, and you're like, hey, should I buy this? I'm like, okay, well, you're here. If you don't believe in God, you got to believe in something else. Either way, by the way, whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, your business needs a system. Because God ain't going to interfere with your business. Need a target. I need to market. I'm going to get a lead. I need to manage the lead. I need to sell the guy. I need to manage the sale. And I got to scale the business. Those 7 things aren't changing, folks. By the way, when you get to 7, you get to do 1 again. New target. Market it, get a lead, manage the lead, sell the lead, manage the money, scale. New target. And this thing goes, okay, like, okay, I'm a $1 billion company. I want to become a $10 billion company. Okay, we make an acquisition. Instagram buys WhatsApp. You understand? Google buys YouTube. You make acquisitions now. You want to get big? You want to change the world? Get big. You want to not change the world? Stay small. Keep thinking about yourself. Keep thinking about your kids, your bicycles, your mortgage, your little house, your cars, your Dave Ramsey style of life. Pay your stuff off. Everything's going to be fine. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to do something massive. 8 billion people I want to help. So this year I will probably do 100 and probably 10 live events of some sort. Today's one of them. It's a weekend. I'm in here. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is a break even at best for us. Maybe we make, we'll lose money on this, okay? We'll lose money on this event with all the staff and people here and the videos and the lights and the blah, 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 okay? Okay, I'll do 110 events. I get paid nothing to do those events to reach 8 billion people. And don't feel sorry for me, by the way. It's going to be fine, okay? Some tiny percentage of the 8 billion. 8 billion people. If the numbers are big enough, everything else always works out. Times 0.00001. That's 4 zeros. Okay, I'll be fine. Any number times 8 billion and you're a winner. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to think with today. Okay, hopefully you're leaving here thinking about this. Okay, first of all, big think. Okay, big think. 2, targets first. Okay, you have to get the targets and profit calculator. The targets and profit calculator is going to solve every problem you have in your life. You will quit praying. You will keep praying, and then you'll do the targets and profit calculator as soon as you're done with your prayers. Okay, you're going to be like, God, help me find my potential. God, help me become a millionaire. God, help me become more 10 million. God, help me become a billionaire. God, help me reach 8 billion people. If I want to reach 8 billion people, guys, you understand, I can put that in the calculator. Because it's going to cost me something to reach 8 billion people. Why? Because once I set the target, then I need to get a lead. How do I get a lead? I get a lead through organic and paid ads. Organic advertising and paid ads. That means what? I need a Mexico YouTube. I need a Taiwan YouTube. I need an Instagram in China if they even have it. Okay, I have to get on those distribution channels, and that will take money. Because somebody's got to go build that channel out and write the code. Now it's going to get simpler and easier because of AI. Okay? The way we're using AI, for you guys that are on the call on Monday, man, the way we're using AI today, like every day, I probably spend an hour and a half to 2 hours a day just tinkering with, okay, what can this thing figure out for me? Everybody's all hyped about it. But still, if you don't have big think and then big targets, leads, and then good, now we got sales. And I got sales and I got management. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to flywheel this and scale it. I'm going to scale it. Okay, oops. And that's why I want to do this live event. The live event in Fort Lauderdale is because you guys are going to come there in the next, what is that, 60 days from now?
90, 80,
no,
80 some days.
Just do the math. Okay, today's January, it's February, March, April 14th, it's probably 75 days. Anybody know the exact number? Okay. I want you guys to have enough time with this program so that when you come to this event, you're going to be sitting next to a guy, you're doing 800 grand and he's doing 80 million.
76 days.
76 days. In 76 days, you got plenty of time to plan this. Beautiful weather, by the way, in April. Okay, you're going to come to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and you're going to be sitting next to a guy. There'll be a guy in front of you making 100 mil, a guy sitting over here making 8 mil, another guy over here sitting on 80, and a guy on the stage doing $1 billion. And you're going to be like, God damn, what was I thinking, man? Okay, you're coming in, you started with hair extensions, and now you're thinking about how do I run the entire hair industry? That's where we want to get you guys, okay? 2026, the government's not going to do this for you, folks. Donald Trump is not going to stop. He's going to try to buy Greenland this year. Okay, he's trying to work a deal with Greenland, take over Gaza Strip, invade Venezuela, probably going to be in Iran before next weekend, and you guys, you're trying to grow your business. He's trying to open up housing for the entire United States of America. He's a big thinker. Even if you don't like him, at least he's a big thinker.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
And he's a massive marketer and promoter, and you should be too. Even if you hate Donald Trump, man, think big, market big, have giant targets, and most importantly, okay, you need a system. I'm going to give you my system. The 10X revenue system, okay? With 100% money back guarantee. One more time, real quick, I just want to tell you what's in here. We're going to open it up some questions. By the way, I don't want to forget my friend Sean that came to us. He grew his business by 20 employees and increased his revenue. Can you show Sean? Sean's been to our real estate event, okay? Sean increased his business 348% after getting on our 10X revenue system, okay? Sylvain, what did he do with us? What did Sylvain do with us, you know?
He's got the health clinic, so he was on the revenue system and did the CU coaching.
5X his business. 5X his business, okay? 5X went from $400,000 a year to $2 million, okay? Diane Fish, she got involved in our sales management system. Just the sales management portion, I'm giving you that today. She helped her law firm. You can help a law firm. I don't even know if that was a good thing for us to do. I should have taken that. $8 billion less all lawyers. Take all the lawyers out. Okay? But actually, Diane's a good lawyer. She took her business and grew it almost 2.5 times. From $4 million to $9 million. Okay? That means she made $5 million on making a commitment. Jeremy Barker, okay? He took his door business from 7 million to 18 million, almost 300% increase. What's he doing now? Okay, he's selling doors, folks, but what's he doing more importantly? Guess what? He's growing his economy, he's growing his local economy, he's paying more in taxes, hiring more people, and taking a strain off the government, okay? I want to be sure everybody has a phone number in case you have any questions. Then we're going to open up some questions. 310-777-0255, 310-777-0255. If you have any questions about payment plans or how to do it, or maybe what's in it or not in it, or whatever your questions are. I didn't want to spend all day with you. We've been on 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I don't want to kill you guys with too much information. I'd love to have you join us. Again, I'm going to include, real quick, one last time, and then we're going to take this down. In 10 minutes, I'll take the entire offer down. It's grantcardone.com/now. Okay? What I talked about today is included in this program. Setting the right targets. Organic advertising. Paid advertising. I'm going to give you 2 different platforms to organic on. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Podcasts and SEO. You pick the 2 that you want. I'm going to give you a coaching call Monday with our lead VP of sales who manages 2 million phone calls a year, 2.2 million phone calls a year, and 400 million emails, and a $25 million ad campaign. Red will be on that call as well. I'm going to give you our 7-figure sales scripts, our rebuttal manual, and I'm also going to give you the entire 10X sales revenue system. First 100 people get to go to our Fort Lauderdale event. If you want to come, if you don't want to come, no problem. No harm, no foul. I'll give the seat to somebody else. You didn't lose anything because I didn't charge you. Also, I'm going to give you a one-on-one strategy call. My team will plan that as soon as you book. grantcardone.com/now. As soon as you do that, I'm going to literally have them send you an email to schedule a calendar call with a live person, not AI. One person, one-on-one, okay? In the entire program for $997, and I'm going to give you a money back, 100% money back guarantee, okay? All right, let's open up some questions. I hope you guys take advantage of this. We're going to take it down in 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes, just pull it off. We won't offer you this again. The next time you see this, I guarantee you're going to see me send you an email. Hey, you didn't take advantage of the program. Grant put something special together for you, okay? And it'll be $49.97. Look for the price, $49.97. or take advantage of it right now for the $9.97, okay?
And if they want to ask a question, raise your virtual hand.
Yeah, there's a virtual chat. There's a little thing down at the bottom. You just click, I think it's called the effects button, and you look for the hand up. And if you guys got some questions, I got about 7 minutes to answer questions. And while we do that, just put in the chat, what's your takeaway? What's your takeaway today? Okay, go ahead. While we're doing that, what's your takeaway today? Just throw in the chat. What's your big takeaway? The thing that you're taking away from this. Again, a tiny percentage of you will take advantage of this opportunity.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, hi. So, hi, thank you for everything.
Muriel.
My name is Muriel.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, yeah, I just bought the course.
Congratulations.
I was just wondering, is it possible to run the name of people who bought it? I want to screenshot it so I can't remember that moment of
Yeah, good.
accusation.
Good. I love that. Yeah, I'll run it right now. I want to be sure your name's in there, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
guys, make
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for believing in yourself. That's awesome. Where do you live? Oh, unmute her, guys.
Unmute.
Guys, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good. So yeah, I live in Iqaluit-Nunavut. I'm in Canada, in the Arctic.
Oh, that's awesome. And what is your business?
So my business is public relations, strategic planning, especially in arts and culture, but also BI and helping business and artists.
Oh, that's
to better
fantastic.
represent themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my purposes is to help artists. My wife is an artist, an actor, and I'm a businessman. But I'm actually an artist pretending to be a businessman. I have all these artist friends, and I'm like, you guys need to learn about business, and artists need to learn about business, and business people need to learn about art. Like Elon's an artist, okay?
Yeah.
Steve Jobs was an artist. You know, those are the highest paid artists in the world. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get those names up right here in a second, okay? Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Can you guys roll the names?
Yes, sir.
Josh. Got to unmute.
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been tuning in with my kids and all that and having a jam-packed Saturday, but I'm not sure if you covered what were the wrong reasons to start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. Yeah, people start for the wrong reasons, okay? I want to work for myself for the same money. I want to be my own boss. Okay, I don't know if you got that one. I want time off. I want to do what I want to do. Like, they're the wrong reasons. They're very similar, by the way. Typically, it's I want to make the same money for less and work less time. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen. The stats say that 91% of these people make less money working for themselves than they would for someone else. Okay, so. You know, when I started, I'm like, okay, I was making 180 grand a year working for another guy. I'm like, I did it for the wrong reasons. I'm like, I'm going to work less and make 180 grand. It was the wrong reason. I ended up working more and making less. I actually didn't make the first 3 years I was in business for myself because I had the wrong reasons. I made I went from 180 grand a year to 30,000 bucks. It took me 3 years to make as much money as I was making working for somebody else. And the reason why, it wasn't because I wasn't trying, dude. I was hustling, I was working. I didn't have a system. So if you don't have a system, guess what? You're going to row when you could sail. You're gonna row. You're like, bro, like you're a sailor. You're a sailor. You know, a sailor. You got a sailboat, and you know the sail, and you're like, dude, all I got to do is open this thing up, pick up the wind, go. But you're going to be sitting there doing this when you don't need to. You know, so, and that most people are just overworking. You're missing so many opportunities. Okay, so. Yeah, you got to have the right motivation and the right reasons to get in business. Now another guy will be like this. I'm going to be a billionaire. Yeah, but you don't have a system, bro. You're not going to get $1 billion if you don't do the math. If you don't have the targets and profits set up right, you could make, by the way, you could make more money and end up with less. Now, then there's the guy that gets in business, does really well for 3 years, and then can't scale. So he just keeps breaking. He gets to 3 million and falls apart. He gets to 3 million, falls apart again. Every time he gets to 3 million, he just collapses. Because he's moving through break points, because he had to become a different person than when he started the business. Okay? Thank you for being here.
Ariana.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And then Ariana's next.
And then there's some of you that get trapped. You're lucky enough and talented enough. You come out the box, boom, hit it big, and you get trapped at $1 million. And you can't get above it. Every time you try to get above 1 million, you fall apart again. Yes, ma'am.
She needs to unmute herself.
Unmute yourself.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. I was just asking because I just bought the ticket, well, not the ticket, but the 997 offer. And I'm 16, don't have money. And what would you recommend? I'm trying to start a business. What would you recommend for me to do until I think April, whenever we?
Yeah. What do you do now?
So I'm a student and I just have school. I quit my job because it was taking up too much of my time, and I was just like, I just couldn't do it truthfully because I wasn't learning anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. I think that's a good idea. I can't hate you for stopping school. Now, no, you quit school or you quit your job? No, you quit your job. Yeah. Well, I think I would have probably done it the other way around. But what are you going to school for?
High school.
I'm still in high school.
Oh, you're still in high school?
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what do you have any kind of passion for?
Well, I just have a passion to become just for financial freedom and just really, I guess, not go the way that everyone else is going, and try to, start something that will be generational and at least.
Yeah, so look, you're the same age as my oldest daughter, so I really admire you for being here. Thank you for being here today. And I'll bet you everybody in the chat is like, dude, I love this girl. Here she is, 16 years old. See, this is my target. She's my target to help 8 billion people, 16, 66, everything in between, 100, 105 years old and 5 years old. Help everybody start thinking about money. So what I would do if I were you, you're going to start with your target. What's her name again? Ariana. So you're going to start with your target, a financial target. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the number?
500K.
Good. Yeah. Good. That's a great number, dude. That's a freaking awesome number. She's going to start with $500,000, and now she's going to do the math. Okay, so she's going to walk through. When she's walking through the program, that's her target, $500,000. When you get on a call with the coach, okay, how many different ways are there to do this? She could get one person to give her 500. She could get 2 people to give her 250. She could get 4 people to give her, or 5 people to give her 100. I'll find a place where she finds something to sell. Watch. 10 people are going to give her 50 grand. Do you know any of these people? Tell me when you know some of these people, okay? 100 people could give you $5,000. 1,000 people could give you 500. And then she's going to find out what she does well that can fill that niche. 10,000 people can give her $50. Okay? Okay. Do you know anybody that has $50?
Yeah.
Good, you need 10,000 of them. So what do you need to do now? Idea, market. Okay, I got 10,000 people. 10,000 people can give me $50. You could start a GoFundMe account and get 10,000 people to give you $50 and you just made $500,000. And you could drop out of school. Now you got to market the GoFundMe account. You're going to have to come up with the purpose, the mission, the idea, the heartstrings, why I need to do it. You got to sell it, pitch it. Now you got leads coming in. Now you got to sell some of these leads. By the way, one of these people could give you $50 that wants to put you in their wheel and give you $500,000. I got a buddy. I'm convinced. I got a buddy right now. He's never bought anything from me. He invested in one project with me. I'm convinced he's going to leave me in his wheel. Okay, every time I'm with him, I'm like, bro, there's going to be the day. He's worth $12 billion. He could flip me off a brick. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. See, look how diverse our audience is. 16, and then we'll find somebody 80 years old in here.
We got a Lexus.
And you bring all these people together in one room, it's super cool. By the way, to the 16-year-old, we're going to figure out, we're going to try to do a scholarship to get her flown down here.
Ariana.
So she doesn't have to buy. Sherry, we're going to figure out how to fly her down here, okay? Under Grant Cardone Foundation. Let's get her. She's going to have permission from her parents, I guess. So cover me liably. But okay, let's go to Miss Alexis. Dude, that's a baller right there. 16-year-old kid without money, going to school, quit her job, and she bought the program. That's awesome. Yes, ma'am.
How are you, Grant? How's everything?
Good. I'm great.
Good. I just want to shout out Ariana. Great job, girl. Very, very proud of you.
Dude, what a beast.
My question to you is...
Flat.
What
235.
If you were mentoring somebody like brand new, what is something that you would tell them to focus on every day?
Yeah, I would focus on targets every day. The most important thing, nobody ever talks about this. Everybody talks about purpose, passion. I'm like, yeah, what's the target? You're drifting around. You're wandering. Okay? When I go to a restaurant, I know exactly what I want before I sit down. When I go to a grocery store, I know exactly what I'm going to get in that grocery store. The most productive people in society are decision makers, not because they're so confident they know what they want. I know exactly what I'm looking for. Don't compromise. You got to wake up every morning. I would tell you to do this, a free hack. Write your goals down in the morning. I keep legal pads around me all the time. I write my goals down in the AM. I write them down before I go to sleep at night. On another sleep, boom, right here. And then anytime I fail or I'm disappointed or I'm discouraged, I write my goals down again. What's my target, not what's my loss. Not what happened, where am I going? Okay?
Okay.
So that's a
Also,
discipline. Yeah.
I currently reside in Miami and was wondering if maybe we could, if I could speak to somebody about joining your team.
Yeah, sure. Careers@grantcardone.com. We'd love to have you on our team.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're making that afro look good too. Bring them afros back. All y'all that can rock that afro, y'all need to bring them afros back. Okay, 12 minutes out.
Thank you.
Then I'm not going to be able to do Vlad today. Okay. So, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then we got Marie.
Hey, Marie, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Man, the black girls are coming out for Grant Cardone today, huh?
Yes, I actually live in your building, one of your buildings.
Oh, which building are you in?
10X Stella at Riverstone.
10X what?
Stella at Riverstone, Sugarland, Texas.
Oh, you're in Sugarland. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great building, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it's a beautiful building.
Yeah, thank you.
So I have a question about, I do a startup about a bakery business, but I don't want to be brick and mortar. I want to do a franchise, but I want to do a food truck. I'm trying to think, is that too ambitious? Or
no, I mean, I don't think it's too ambitious. I think, you got to figure out, your business is hard though. It's hard to scale that business. I'd probably study some other models that are working today. Like if you could get some kind of Amazon, production, if you could create something, look, what's your target? Let's just go back to the target. You see, you're in the idea and I'm in the target. You're in an idea. I'm in food trucks or da-da-da. Let's just go to the financial target. What's your financial target?
About $1 million.
$1 million when? In a year? $1 million a year?
In a year.
So, that's not going to buy many trucks, right? How much is a cookie?
A cookie is about $3, $3 to $4.
Oh, no, I got $8 as a good cookie. So you don't want it. Yeah, man, how bad is your cookie?
I think it's pretty good.
Shit, you got to bang an $8 cookie out. See, a $3 cookie, you're just another cookie. You'd be better off being a $30 cookie. You guys seen that Dubai chocolate that's in America right now?
Mm-hmm.
They're crushing $60. You're like, fuck, I got to try this just to see what the hell it is. Like, you see what I'm saying? You think about, you drop your price down into a range where you're like, you're everything. You don't want to be there. So, you know, if you had an $8 cookie, you only need to sell 125,000 of them at $8. Divided by 12 months, you only need to sell 1,000 a month. Now let me see. $1 million divided by $8, 125 divided by 12. That's 10,000 cookies a month divided by 30. I need to sell 347 cookies a day.
Okay.
Now, how you going to do that? In a truck? No. You're going to do that on the internet. You ain't doing that with a truck. And by the way, you just save yourself a truck. Now, I don't know how to build the cookies, the recipe, how to scale it, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to be back to what? Target, leads. I need leads, organic leads, paid leads. Then you're going to have to start building that out. Then at some point, you're going to get the leads coming. Somebody's got to manage them. Now somebody's making cookies and somebody's managing. And that's why I'm like, you got to be committed to do this, guys. This is not for everybody. Business is not for everybody. You got to be a beast. That's why I'm telling you, it'd be better for you to build $1 billion business than $1 million business.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a pain in the ass. You're going to look old like white women. You know, white women age faster than black women, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all just look better, longer. Us white people, we age fast. Stress in our face, we look bad, okay? So you may as well build something monster. Just build something monster, okay? In the meantime, you got to pay the bills. So this is where the crunch is going to come in. I got to pay my bills. But you're young enough that right now you ought to be just like, I'm going to start pouring, let Grant pour into my thinking to where you're thinking bigger all the time, okay? How many of you here right now, you're thinking bigger just because we did this? Okay? So you start thinking bigger. Everybody needs this. I had this as a kid. This is what kept me, listening to books, listening to Brian Tracy and Think and Grow Rich, and all these books, reading the Bible, potential, Jesus said I can do all that he can do and more through God. Like all these things, this prayer, meditation, all these things. Once I got cleaned up in my life off of drugs, and then I got committed to where I wanted to go, and then I kept learning about businesses and studying Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs, these great J.P. Morgan. I'm listening to J.P. Morgan's book right now. Like, when you listen to this, it enriches your possibility. And so, how old are you?
36.
Yeah, dude, you're so young. Let's go. You got 20 years to be a billionaire. Okay. This is what we're going to do, guys. Okay, thank you, everybody, for being here. We're going to take the offer down here in the next 10 minutes. Todd's going to come on and onboard everybody and prep you guys for the Monday call. So everybody that took advantage of this, stay tuned right now. We're going to onboard all of those of you who came in to show you what to open first, what to start first, where to go first, what's needed from you between now and Monday. Congratulations to everybody that took advantage of grantcardone.com/now. Super offer, by the way, folks. That's a $15,000 offer that we did for $997 plus the ticket. The $5,000 seat at our business conference, plus the 100% money back guarantee. You got the targets, you got the script book, you got the rebuttal manual, you got our onboarding program, you also got the coaching call that we're going to do on Monday, the 10x lead automation, the 10x targeting, and the math, the profit planner. We gave you all that, so you guys did super well on this today. When you see this online in a week, you'll see it. We're going to send you an email. Hey, you didn't buy it. It's $49.97. Look, man, get it. Okay, whether even if you got to pay $49.97 in the future to get this, it is still going to be worth it. Okay, you got to know how to set targets. You got to know how to manage leads. You got to know how to convert people so that you can continue to set new targets, to make more sales, to generate more leads. Todd, take it away, and thank you, everybody, for being here with me today.
All right.
All right,
Great
everybody. Thank you, GC. Everybody make some noise for Mr. Grant Cardone, everybody. That was freaking incredible. Okay, big thumbs up for Mr. GC. Okay, the billionaire himself dropping some heat. All right, and everybody, congratulations for making the decision. Thank you so much for everybody that stayed with us here. Obviously this was a free event. You signed up for the free event. You showed up. You made the time. Right? Grant says all commitments require time and money. So you put the time in today and you made the investment. And so today what we're going to do is we are going to get you onboarded. We're going to get you winning, and we're going to get you an immediate delivery of everything that you just purchased. Okay. So the first thing that I want to make sure everybody does, and for those of you guys that are still on the landing page, I'm going to give you about